You know, I never really had the chance to listen to this song, but now that I sit down and I actually listen to it for once, it sounds like something that you would hear at the end of a boss fight, at the end of a Super Smash Brothers like story mode or some shit. I don't know. It's still pretty cool. But I also just come to realize that there is a Destiny song that is in this playlist, and I don't know why. End of the Line, it's called. What is this song? I didn't play Destiny 1, so I don't know where this song is from. Any of my Destiny fans that know this song, please let me know where this is from. Alright, anyway, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to session 46 of the Return to Avalon, where we're going to pick up where our heroes last left off. And, hey Jacob, thanks for the 14-month resub. Fuck yeah. Where we're going to go ahead and pick up where we last left off. Where our heroes are just chilling in Algaroth, where they faced their greatest nightmares in Masami's dreamscape, where they fought some very, very tough monsters at what is known as what would have been their highest level of power right now, just to show them exactly how strong their characters have become with the gear that they have now and the skills and abilities that they can get later on down the line. They are still, unfortunately, level 12, so the little cards that are going to be down here, they need to be updated, so don't yell at me. I know that they need to be updated. Shut up. Anyway, today I believe is just going to be an RP session, because there's a lot of things that need to be taken care of, and a lot of smaller things as well. However, we're just gonna go. I literally have no idea where today is gonna go. So this is one of those sessions where the DM just looks at the options in front of him and just goes, "Fuck it, we're gonna do it live." So hi, welcome to my improv. You're about to be amazed. All right, let's go say hello to these idiots. Oh, Rusty's in the chat as well. So
frog.
All right.
I dissect the
Same.
frog.
I actually skipped frog dissection day. I really didn't want to do it. I almost threw up when we dissected
all I
worm.
figured out from biology is where the mitochondria is.
It's the powerhouse of the cell.
I don't
That
even know how
is.
to pronounce it. Mitochondria,
That's not biology,
mitochondria, Chandria.
Mitochondria.
Yeah,
I believe.
mitochondria.
All right, I leave you guys talking about therapy, and you're talking about frog dissections and mitochondrias.
In our defense, we stayed within the realm of humans.
Which is nice
Did
for a
we?
change.
Did we?
Okay, we did talk about steaks and like crawfish for a while, but we brought it back.
The fucking railroads of your conversations when I'm talking to my chat, I am never going to understand how they
There are
change.
different trains with 7 different conductors all screaming.
We all have our own lever that makes our locomotive in charge, and none of us can agree which one's driving.
Oh, God.
Conversations are just 9/11 but train.
Wow.
God.
Oh, that took a dark twist.
Is that TOS? I don't know if that's TOS.
If it is, I don't give a shit. I don't have any strikes anyway. Alright, so let's go ahead and pick up where you idiots last left off. So you guys were in a nightmare.
We were in a nightmare.
Yeah.
Got out of the nightmare. I almost executed May and her in the nightmare.
Yeah.
Didn't.
I prefer
Then
to
we
execute
talked-
Walter in the nightmare.
Yep. Then we talked for a little bit, and then we left.
Yeah. Saw a strange looking dude, but that's not important. Or is it?
Who knows?
We don't.
That's a good question.
Find out next time on
Nope,
Dragon Ball
find
Z.
out today, because we're going to see where today today's gonna go. I have no idea where the fuck you guys are gonna take today's session. So this is one
But
of those.
neither do we.
Yeah. So this is one of those days where I'm just throwing my papers in the air and screaming, "Fuck it."
It is what it is.
Don't
Fuck
fuck
it,
a
doing it
paper,
live.
That's geophilia.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah. So the chat knows. We have a guest here today, Rusty, who
I
actually,
completely forgot he was here.
yeah, who actually plays Max, as who is in the 9. So, yeah, Rusty,
Hi, Rusty.
golf clap.
Woo!
I'd clap, but I have socks in my hands.
Come again?
Moving on. All right. So, where the hell are we going to pick up from?
Well, I mean, it depends on where people want to pick up, but
The last thing I remember doing was about to just, what's it called? Unbottle my emotions on Opal.
you were going
The
to do
last I
that.
remember, we were in pretty much the square of Algaroth, and we saw the creepy dude.
Yeah, and me and Morgan were on our way to go speak to Anaji and Kratranos.
William has some phone calls to make.
What's a phone?
Has some Lotus tile calls to make.
Oh.
All right.
Point I have to get mine back.
I'm going to go put this plate away in the trash can where it belongs. So I'll be right back.
Okay. So, let's think of it this way. At some point in time, I know Opal asked Alicia to help teach her. That's not the tab I wanted to be full screen. Thank you. I know Opal asked Alicia to help her with her staff crafting.
Yes.
So I know.
Insert scene from Ghost here.
Yeah. So I don't remember exactly how that works, but we could go back to that.
Yeah, that's fine.
So Opal is crafting with Alicia's help. Then
I know everybody needed to talk to Krasnos.
Right. So
Yeah, like for one reason or another, we all did.
right.
I'm a gay man.
Hello.
So everybody needed to talk to Krachinos for some reason.
I did.
I don't know. Apparently everybody did.
Well,
Maybe not William, but I do know at
want to
least.
talk to his dad.
I have absolutely no reason to talk to Magic Man.
A lot of us did.
I know it was Alicia, Morgan, Squish.
I think it was Ed.
I think that was it. Yeah, just half the party.
Yeah.
All right.
That's everyone.
So William, you're gonna go talk to you're gonna talk with your dad. Unless
just
if
gonna go-
unless if there's like any important details that you want to relay to him.
It's just literally just gonna be, hey, we got May saw me up, so woo.
All right. Go ahead and give me a luck roll.
Oh, okay. What was that, D100?
Yeah.
Cody,
Yeah.
Ow. Never mind.
mind
ow,
streaming
indeed.
for me?
What's up?
He's
Would
busy
you
with
mind
me.
streaming this for me?
Alright, give me a second.
All right. Well, unfortunately, that is nowhere close to enough. So, we move on to that. Squish.
Yes.
You had a novel of
I
shit
did.
you wanted to do. Like yours is almost as bad as Alicia's.
Is mine really worse? I didn't read what Squish wants to do.
So,
Okay.
all right. So let me see here.
The biggest thing is I have to talk to Krachinos because that's the biggest thing.
Oh fuck, Brady.
Yeah.
You're echoing.
Why am I echoing?
I don't know, but I can hear it. Ow.
Give me 1 second.
It kind of only started when Cody started streaming.
Probably because it's picking up the audio of the stream.
Put some headphones in, motherfucker.
Having fun.
Alright.
Who the fuck just growled?
I have no idea.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
Come on down to the barnyard.
Better?
Oh,
I don't know. Is it?
Look at that. The echo's gone.
Hey, there we go.
Hey.
Alright, so let me go ahead and quickly skim through everything that Dave wanted to... Actually, we'll go with Squish first. So, everybody needs to go talk to Krachenos. Let's see. Dave wants to go to Seameats for his licensing. There's the Rift in Myril that needs to be taken care of. For some reason, you guys want to go see the Fallen Elite?
I mentioned that might be something we could do.
Fair enough. Yep, strange dude. Let's see. Yeah, you're going to be out a couple of days to go to Seameats. And you want Opal to go with you?
It was a suggestion. She's welcome to come if she wants to. Especially since she wants to learn how to craft staffs from me.
And Morgan can teleport you there.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. Does Noctis want to go with you?
to
Seameat, the college.
Oh yeah, actually. Wouldn't be the worst idea.
All right.
Oops.
All right, not a problem. Morgan needs to speak with Krachenos. Something about bracers of armor. All right, Squish.
That's it. Okay,
you're
I found it.
You're the biggest one. Oh, God.
Squish a while back had requested a meeting with the Nine. Still waiting word on that. He did want to speak to Krachenos, and depending on Krachenos' decisions, I might be going to this magic school to do some research.
All right, so literally everything revolves around everybody talking to Krachenos.
Yeah.
So we go to Krachenos, then we go to the college, and me and Morgan get high with druids again.
Oh, dear God.
Fuck yeah.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
I'm going to Seameat, which is
Not the
There
college.
are druids there.
There are still druids there, unfortunately. Not as...
It's not the college that Squish would know to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, this is where I learned how to do alchemy and artifice.
All right. And Noctis wants therapy.
Which I offered if he wants to talk to me, he can.
Yeah, is understandable. Very understandable. Okay.
Especially since-
So I would probably say let's go ahead and get the big one out of the way. Let's just have everybody meet up and be like, all right, look, we got to talk to Krachenos. There's a bunch of us that have to. Let's just all go so that way we don't have to relay the information later.
Yeah.
Just to be safe, Cody, do you have access to Morgan's sheet?
No, I don't.
Give me a second.
Is my stream still paused for you, Brady?
No.
Cody.
They're planning to teleport to Krachenos.
All right, there you go. You should have access now.
Yep.
All right, cool beans.
Get your shit, Brady.
All right, so You guys all make your way towards the castle. The guards obviously know who you are and let you right in. And yeah, there you are met with, of course, the wait staff, and they call for Crotchnos, who very, very slowly comes like shuffling down the main stairs of the castle, like in a bathrobe with a cup of coffee in his hands, and he looks exhausted.
Did we wake you up?
No, I'm just trying to catch up on sleep. That's all.
How's that going for you?
I'm fairly positive it's medically impossible.
Well, you know, it would be great if I would stop getting bothered by a bunch of, you know, hobos who don't have anything better to do but to bother the hierarchs of governments.
What can we say? We have a theme.
Morgan's just gonna look around. Oh, are you talking about us?
Technically, we have homes. They're in the Underdark.
What do you want this time?
Various things.
Oh, I'm just here for the free cookies.
There are cookies?
Oh, I don't know. I just felt like saying that. But there's a kitchen.
Here, William,
Yeah.
have a mushroom.
William's gonna look at this. Is this one of the ones from the Feywild?
I only have 2 types of mushrooms.
I will not eat a mushroom from the Feywild.
Squish would like to speak in private, if at all possible.
All right. He cracks his neck. He makes his cup. He makes his coffee float. Walks down a little bit further. Come on up.
All right, Morgan. I bet you money we can find a kitchen. And where there's a kitchen, there's food.
Come again?
I bet you money we can find a kitchen, and where there's a kitchen, there's food.
All right.
You do realize I have to talk to him too, right?
So
We have time.
Squish, you step forward, and Krachinos obviously casts Silent Table around everybody. I don't know if this is a thing that you want to do in a private chat or if it's all right. with just
No,
being here.
it's alright to do it in front of everybody. Squish would personally ask to talk in private.
Alrighty, cool beans. So you guys cannot hear anything that this conversation is having.
Yep.
Wording. Okay.
Alright, little guy, what's up?
Well, Squish has duty to attend to in the Underdark regarding the shadows in the pit. Squish had idea but wasn't sure if it could be done, so wanted counsel.
Alright, what's your idea?
Well, Squish doesn't know much about the gate located inside this castle. Is it possible to make a new one? And if so, what would it require?
Wait, time out a second here.
Yes.
You want to build another gate?
Possibly. Temporarily, even if need be.
Okay. So 2 things are wrong with that. Well, actually, there's a lot of things wrong with that. Number 1, I didn't build the gate.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know anything about it. All right, Alamord is still teaching me everything that he can scrounge out of Alteria's mind. But even then, he's not very helpful because he's not magical.
Yes.
All right. Number 2, according to history, the guy who built the gate and the rest of the gates that are around the inner kingdoms of the Shadowlands has been dead for almost 100 years.
Okay.
Granted, actually, I didn't actually think about that. If we wanted to build gates around the rest of the kingdoms of the world, I could have just asked the architect.
The architect knows how?
Well, the architect is capable of building anything as long as he has schematics. And I'm pretty sure if we give him, a glimpse at the gate that we have in the castle, then I'm pretty sure he can do it. I mean, hell, he doesn't even have to do it. He's seen the gates that's in the square of Algaroth.
Yes.
I didn't. Son of a bitch.
Well,
We
the
were,
biggest
we
reason
were
Squish
too,
was
we were too damn busy worrying about the black roses. We could have had an international teleportation system established already. Fuck!
And at that moment, Kachinos knew he fucked up.
and all this came from the idea of a little goddamn squirt. So
Can the rest of the
Squish-
group see Kratronos visibly distraught from that?
Yeah, a little bit.
What the fuck, Squish?
Like,
said?
you could very physically see him, like, scream, fuck.
If I was to
I don't need to hear that one to know what he said.
We got to.
I just-
I need to move an unknown number of creatures back to their plane. And Squish doesn't know how long or how many would be traveling through this gate, and that's why I don't think Squish, because Squish will eventually learn how to use gate. I will be strong enough to hold it open long enough for all of these spirits to return to their plane.
Alright, that does make a lot of sense. I understand that. Well, I would first have to get in contact with the architect and
I
see
can
if it's
see.
see if it's possible for him to connect a gate such as that to, the pit. But seeing as if the Wanderers are the only ones that know what's down there,
I could grant him safe passage to the pit if he needs to construct them.
alright, well, that'll help a lot. Alright, of course, there's the whole, we have to get permits and stuff from the generals of the Underdark and stuff like that, because the whole treaty and such.
Yes.
A whole bunch of governmental paperwork that you don't have to worry about, but
I
I'll
do
work on that
believe
for
the
you.
gate. I do believe the gate in the pit should only be temporary. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get that. I'm just writing this down.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's definitely a thing I can contact the architect about and see if he could construct something like that.
Well, since I still have you here, Squish needs to apologize.
Okay.
A while back, Squish found one of your books in your room, and it got destroyed by Opal.
Krachinos like physically looks up at Opal.
Got any
he like
fives?
he like leans down and he's like, and he like whispers, even though you guys are in a silent table, he's like, "What books are you talking about?"
They were hidden under your bed. Do you have any more?
Right, he immediately like clamps his hand over your snout and points at you and he says, "Not a damn word."
And congratulations, there is now alcohol over my desk.
All right, not a damn word.
Yes.
Got any nines?
Anything else?
No, that about sums it up.
Go fish.
Thank you for your time.
Here
All right,
you go, not
snap.
this.
Silent table drops.
Well, there was definitely the word fuck screamed out in that conversation.
We don't talk about that conversation. All right, what now? I'm already awake. No need for that. And he just like disintegrates the cup of coffee.
A good mug.
All right, what's up? All right, who's next? Who else is gonna ruin my day?
I think mine would be the simplest request.
All right.
I
what do
got
we
nothing, Crotchnos, so you're safe from me.
And that's why you're my
Morgan
favorite,
just-
William.
Morgan just
Say
points to her
dodge?
bracers. Would it be possible to make me better ones?
That I cannot do. I'm not a craftsman. I am a researcher.
That is why mine was the simplest.
All right.
What did Crotchnos say?
And that is why you're currently my favorite.
He gives you like a thumbs up. Opal got a 7.
Yeah,
Well,
unfortunately for you, Morgan, I am not a craftsman. I am a researcher. I do not deal with the crafting of magic items and such. You could talk to your friend Fafnir, who's returned from his trial.
Oh,
I didn't know he
Fafnir's
left.
returned.
Yeah, he left. He left a while ago. Apparently, he did pass his trial, so
Good for him.
it's good for him. Unfortunately, Nisavin hasn't come back yet.
That's worrisome.
It's not. Oh no! It's not worrisome. It's just she's just out there still honing her skills and knowledge. It takes a much longer time for wizards to wizard.
Yeah, I believe that.
Looks at Noctis. What's his excuse?
I'm a speedrunner.
Noctis.
He's an idiot.
All of the above.
But no, your friend Fafnir had to do like some sort of a trial with like metals and different groundbreaking shit. I don't get it.
Welcome to Geology 101. Point to me the andesite. Now,
Yeah.
what is the copper?
So I don't I don't understand anything about rocks. You probably ask William. He can give you more details.
Rocks are great.
So
He just wants to worship his rock daddy.
yeah. Real quick, Dave, can
Jervis
you
is
give
awesome.
me Dave, can you give me a reflex save?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Um.
so yeah, Cratchinos just says just go talk to Fafnir and Fathander. He could probably craft you some that are 100 times better.
Is this
the
something that I see coming?
No.
Here you go.
And in comes a Najee from the other room.
Awesome. All right. Who next?
Well,
Choose
you-
children, or else I'm
you,
gonna deal the next hand.
All right, Noctis, what do you need?
I
Alright.
was just going to ask if you could, maybe not particularly Fafnir, as I don't think he specializes in what I'm going to look for, but some sort of enchantment craftsman woman.
An enchanter?
Yeah, someone who could do things for cheap.
I wave at you.
Cratchinos points to Alicia.
I'm in debt to you.
I'm pretty sure you're in debt to him as well.
All right, sorry, Alicia. He's got you there.
Noctis is in debt to over half the continent.
Let me think. I mean, you could go to Seameat, obviously. They're the best They're one of the best enchanters there. Varrook's school, obviously. Unless if you want to take the chances of, your random enchanter shop here in Algaroth, it's up to you.
I'll
won't
do
be
one of the
entertaining.
above, as a matter of fact. Thank you.
But your best options is probably one of the schools of magic because they have much more powerful spellcasters.
Understood.
Bet they do.
All right, Alicia.
Well, I would be much appreciative if you'd be able to check over the status of the current condition of, well, me and the Demon Lord.
Yes, how is her tenant doing?
I don't know.
He's fucking cheap. That's what it is, and he's late on rent.
I don't know. Squish, you want to do
23
your thing?
years.
Squish, you want to do your thing?
Squish kind of looks at you sideways. My thing?
Yeah, you're a walking glow stick. Do your thing.
Oh, okay. I turn the lights on.
You're fucking close.
William, like, shields its eyes with the playing cards.
I don't have the blinding effect going, so you're good.
It's still bright.
Yeah. So
True.
yeah, big.
Oh, no, wrong one. There we go.
So yeah, big shadow. Yeah, Dave, it's illuminating again. It's emanating that really weird aura again.
Bad demon lord Naganti.
Why does it do that?
I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. You still have the bracelet. You still have the bracelet, right?
Heart turns to Alicia.
She looks down and realizes, oh,
Crashnos looks
oh
up.
no.
Oh no! What, Alicia?
Where
Oh,
did
is that what this was?
Did you actually pick it up when I left?
Yes, because I
Okay.
left behind you.
Okay, first of all, it didn't fall off. It just cracked. So give me a perception roll to see if you see the crack.
Oh, me?
Or
Oh
notice-
no, I wanted it to crack and break off.
Oh, never mind then. Brady, yeah, I didn't hear you roll anything for it. So guess what?
Well, we've only been one other place today, so it's got to be somewhere on Log Path. So if I would put my money, it's back at the hospital.
Oh yeah, like anybody's just going to go ahead and leave behind like a very shiny broken bracelet that they can exchange for any amount of gold to save their asses on rent this month.
I don't live in civilized places, all right? I don't know how they work. I don't know how a lot of things works, but I don't understand cities.
So yeah, Brady, unfortunately, I'm sorry, but you can't have this thing because, well, reasons.
Yeah.
Yes, reasons.
Damn.
Days
I just-
being plot.
Forcing plot to happen? Yes.
All right,
Klepto Morgan gets shut down again.
all right.
Yep.
Well, yeah, that's a problem.
And
Not for me because that was a week of my life just gone. So thanks for that. It's also not going to be good for my mother because that was 2 weeks out of her life. So thanks for that.
Wow, you really fucked up this time, Alicia. Hey, Opal, you got any,
oh wow, a month for people that could live forever.
Yeah, that's not the case. All right, we'll start on another one. It's gonna be a while, but we'll start something. In the meantime, don't do anything stupid, please. Just keep your emotions in check.
I will do my best.
Oh, and just check up on it every once in a while. Squish, you can turn the lights off now.
Okay. Squish turns off the lights.
It sounds like we're doing morning meditation again.
Any ideas to why it changed my hair?
It's probably just the radiance of the aura shifting with your body. I don't know. Never
you
been.
know, honestly, Alicia, I thought you did that.
I've never been possessed, so I don't know.
Do you know anyone has been?
Altaria has, I believe.
Kind of points at the oracles.
I feel like that's a different type of possession.
Okay, yeah,
but
that's not technically possession.
that's
okay.
like communal
That's like
body.
that's divine intervention. That's what that is.
Yeah. That's divine intervention. This is demon possession. These are different things.
Oh,
One
Squish
of
wasn't
these
sure.
things is not like the other.
Exactly.
One of these things is not the same.
So there's a difference.
Terry was possessed before?
Yeah, he was controlled by Cycrix the entire first campaign.
I know this, Alicia doesn't.
That's true. Right. So, anyway. I really don't think there was anything that I had to do for you. Oh, that's right. I forgot. He just starts like patting himself down. He's like, oh shit, where did I put it? And you just like,
by the way, did someone tell you Masami woke up?
yeah, I'm aware of that.
Okay.
I'm aware of that. Right, when he reaches into his bag and he pulls out 6 little pouches of money. You can very hear it's money because you can hear the coins clacking. And he just like uses telekinesis to give each one of you one of them. Go ahead and add 75,000 gold pieces to each of your purses.
Thank you.
We're going to the bank.
So what's that? That's 75 plat.
It's 750 plat, I think.
Yeah, 750 plat.
Oh,
Cody, do me a favor and add 850 to mine.
Yeah, that's not from me. He pulls out a little note. Krachinos.
That's right, Cody.
Krachinos, if you could do me a favor and give these sacks of money to each of the wanderers individually for the services that they have committed across my country. I would also hereby would like to let them notice that they are free to pass through my borders at any point in time. Saver, if they ever need help with a situation that is within my lands and territories, please have them come to my castle immediately. With some notice ahead of time. If also possible, talk with Masami if I can get in contact with you guys through the Lotus Tiles, which would be a much easier contact than through messaging, for it's rather strange for a blind woman to be able to hear voices in her head.
I was like, this is.
So best regards, to try to get some sleep. I know you've been up for a very long time. Onaji has been telling me. Also, inform the Wanderers that the treaty between the northern and the southern regions of Myril have been signed, and most of the council members of my mother's government system have been dismissed, and we are currently working on revamping the monarchy within Myril. Yours truly, Asanya, the princess and heir to the throne of Myril.
Yeah, we really made a good call putting her on the throne, right, Noctis?
Sorry.
Jeez, your sister got more done in less than a month than you did in 3 years.
She's got more credibility.
They also didn't kill their mother and have amnesia, so.
Also that.
I have a lot of money.
Yeah, same. I don't know what to
So
do.
we got 716 more platinum?
750 more platinum.
Squish is basically dancing with himself in the corner, like, yes,
Hey,
we did it.
I told you guys were going to get paid. And you guys literally stopped a civil war with very little casualties.
Yeah.
That is true.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, a small platoon got eaten. Okay.
Alright. Well,
Yeah.
now we gotta start getting magical items upgraded and shit like that.
Making magical items.
Alright, I really need to shut off the... Hold on. There we go.
So
Perhaps we make that trip to Fromvender after all.
Yeah. Best places to find craftsmen.
Squish hasn't been there himself, so
Oh, we'll have to show you. Be nice to see Fafnir again.
Yes, it would.
Krachinos, is there by any chance you know of a way to contact the Nine? As much as I would like to oblige to your request, Miss Florinia, unfortunately, I want to stay away from the Nine as much as I possibly can.
I feel like if we yell Hino's name really loud, Opal, someone's bound to show up. Or we can just go to, Freezy, whatever it is.
Furries.
Ferries?
Listen, it's a new name. Give me time.
That's fine. I mean, also, if you're really ballsy and you wanted to give it a shot, you could always perform a demon summoning ritual.
I am not that ballsy.
I would
and nor
rather-
should you even attempt that.
I would rather you guys not do that. That'd be great. But if you don't, I'm rather confused. They haven't done anything in the world that, you know, is majorly bad. I don't understand why you're so against them. Like I would have assumed that it was, you know, since it's Mesami's daughter, you would want to, you know, be on good ties with them, considering Algaroth is, you know, the capital of the world. Krachinos just like he just shakes his head, sighs, and he sits down on the stairs. Like rubs his temples. He's like, Miss Florinia. He snaps his fingers again and he casts a silent table around everybody.
Oh, all right. Something's happening.
Fine. You want to understand what I've been trying to research, what I've been doing these last few months?
Yep.
Sure, what's got you bent all out of shape?
You guys have to understand the amount of
Their
danger.
recession for Krachinos?
You guys have to understand that Avalon is the most at risk than it has ever been in its history. Dating back even as far as the Fourth Scale War. Avalon is in danger.
In what regards?
I mean, you were all there. You were all there when you saw 3 fucking spelljammers appear directly out of the astral sea, breaking through a crystal sphere, which has never been done before in the course of history.
I mean, we did kind of summon them, to my knowledge.
Not according to what...
William, we did not summon them. The gods summoned them.
That's valid, yeah.
I do not put any of this responsibility on us.
I understand that, and I don't blame you all either. But I'm failing to understand how bringing them here was a good idea. Because look at it this way. Look at it from my perspective, okay? You have me, my mother. You have May, who literally just woke up from a coma. Al, who really isn't that well put together in the head.
Yeah.
Okay? And then us 4, which, no offense, are literally the strongest people on the plane. Then you have the rest of the people. You have Nisavin. You have the oracles, who are, once again, no offense to you, Miss Lorenia, or you, Squish, honed their abilities with their gods and are strong enough to, you know, do something. And, you know, the heroes, you guys, Mr. Glickman, your father, of course, you know, much more of the stronger people in Avalon. We are the only barriers that is stopping Avalon from collapsing, from just being completely annihilated. You think after that little light show that they put on the blood during the Blood Wars that we stand a chance against them?
Oh, absolutely not.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. I started looking into defense mechanisms, something that we can use against them if the need arises. Which I'm pretty sure if they're as organized as they say that they are, then they've already thought of something like this as well. I'm not an idiot.
Yeah, well, did they tell you what Mesami's final nightmare was, perchance?
I'm guessing it has to do something with her daughter.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, we pretty much one of May's fears is that you know, is going to do exactly as you say. The nightmare was her killing everyone and taking over the entire planet.
The other problem being that Hino was kind of in the Dream Council with us.
Dave, make me another reflex save.
No, she wasn't. Hold on,
I
I'm
thought
getting
she
chased
was.
by a Great Orf.
Well, she still
No.
saw the final. She still
No,
saw the final
she-
nightmare.
She was not. She was not in the Dream Council. She was able to.
It was a manifestation of her.
Okay, I
Yes.
thought because she left, so I thought Hino still knew what the last one was.
She was aware of it, but only through Amari.
All right, that's a me bad. My bad.
That,
Alright.
that woman confuses me. I don't
Which
understand.
one? The wizard?
All of them. Especially Hino. Especially Hino. Dave.
Yo.
You happen to feel like a small pulse like ripple through your body. It's not visible to anybody else, but you just feel like a small pulse go through you. Especially Hino. She confuses me the most out of all of them. On one hand, she's a demon lord. She's a demon lord. She's one of the most dangerous creatures that could possibly walk the material plane. She has an army and the capability of destroying continents. Probably even planes of existence. And yet, here they are, taking over a kingdom, rebuilding it in their own image, forcing their culture upon those people, and then turning it into a business? It doesn't make sense to me.
We don't know what happened to Hino and all them years they were out in the astral sea. We have no way of knowing what drives them or anything about them. So our best defense against them is maybe to get to know them better, to learn what makes them tick. Because if you know the weak point in the mountain, you can make the rock slide.
I mean, that was kind of what I was trying to go about with trying to get to know the lot of them better. Unfortunately, some of them seem to have decided to take a jaunt around the world, and we haven't found them yet.
Getting to know them.
Kretrinos, if you don't mind me asking, when was the last time Hino was on this plane?
When she disappeared.
And how long ago was that?
When Noctis was
Like
an elf.
100+ years ago.
87 years ago.
She is definitely not the same person she was then.
Well, no, clearly. 87 years have passed in our time, but she doesn't look no older than 24. Obviously, time fluctuation is different in separate realities in crystal spheres, but that was a theory until they showed up. Glad to know that little piece of information is great to know.
Knowledge is power.
Exactly, and that's what I'm trying to know. I can't get inside. So I'm doing everything in my power to be able to counteract their amount of magical potential. Their wizard right now can duel me toe-to-toe, and I would probably lose. Which is why I've been looking into this bit of magic. Which could probably give us an advantage. However, there are only two places in the multiverse that I can think of right now where this spell lies.
Oh?
One of them is near impossible to get to.
Oh, that really ancient one you were talking about?
Let me guess. Deep inside the vault.
That's the second location. The second location that's inside the vault, I am far too terrified to open that book.
It's Cygrix's book, isn't it?
It's probably in his book.
Well,
He worshipped a deity that gave him vast knowledge.
who would someone who proclaimed themselves to be a god even care to worship.
There are beings that are stronger than gods.
I.e., Hino.
No.
I don't
No?
necessarily think
Alright.
she's stronger than a god, especially when you're talking about something like a god of creation that could simply snap her out of existence.
I really got no bar for this, so...
He reaches into his pouch and he pulls out a black leather book. Remember this?
Is that the...
Nope.
That's the book of...
The Necronomicon.
Oh, wait, I thought all those relics got destroyed.
Not all of them.
What ones did
I don't think we
survive?
ever actually saw that.
Well, unfortunately, most of the items that were used in the ritual got destroyed. Insanely powerful magical items like this book didn't. They can survive a blast that big.
Well, when you're talking about something as ancient and as powerful as the Necronomicon, yes, that makes sense.
This book will tell you all about that. However, you guys do not have the mental capacity to comprehend what's in this book.
That's probably for the best.
Hence the reason why I'm keeping track of it. But Cycryx's tome in the Vault of Silence is one place that I can find this spell. However, number one, I don't want to go against his dragon. At all. I want nothing to do with it. However, the second option was to work with Alamorn to see if we can manipulate the gate and somehow weave our way through the planes of existence and navigate the plane of time. Not to go back in time and, in Avalon's history to, sneak a peek into his tome and find this spell. No. There's a secret place that is every wizard's dream to find. It's hidden within the plane of time. Usually stumbled across by accident. People usually hear about this in legends and myths and such. But it's a real place. It's known as the Akashic Records.
I've heard about that place before.
It's a plane that is supposedly
Home to all of the magical knowledge.
home
in
to
the
not
universe.
to not only all the magical knowledge and all of this crystal sphere's existence, but the written history of everything that has happened ever since the dawn of time. However, locating it is almost impossible.
Well, you would either have to know where it is to begin with, or happen to stumble across it.
The only person I know of who has actually been able to find it was my father. But getting a hold of him to tell me where it is not happening. So,
I don't think we even know who your father is.
you don't want to know.
I like that answer.
So, I don't want to be thrown into the plane of time. I don't want to throw you guys into the plane of time. Who knows where the hell you're going to go?
Hopefully in the plane of time.
Yeah, but when?
You beat me to it.
Yeah, but when? Not where, when. You could be thrown into the beginning of creation and suffocate in the vast vacuum of space, or even in a void of nothingness. Die instantly. You could be sent back to, I don't know, save the War of the Three Gods. You can interfere with something in the past that'll drastically change something in the history. And then who knows? Miss Florinia probably wouldn't even be born. That happens. Well, Noctis, guess where you're going? My point is, this spell has far too many risks with going to find. And unless if you guys want to, I can see if we can alter the rules for the Vault of Silence.
Alter the rules?
We can have the architect open the door that'll take you directly to Cycrus's chamber. We can.
And then
Do you think
battle
we
with
are
his-
strong enough to battle his dragon?
We are not strong enough to battle his dragon. I can tell you that. Right off the
Alicia,
bat.
that wasn't a question for you.
No, but I didn't say you had to do it by yourself. You have people.
Are you offering your services?
Oh hell no! I'm not fighting that thing.
Knew it.
I'm back.
Oh hell no! I'm not fighting that thing. Are you crazy?
I mean, have you met us?
That's debatable.
I mean,
Depends on the context and how much I've had to drink.
you all have friends in high places. Ask them. Ask Al. He'll take a swing at it. Sure. Would it be the first time he fought?
Definitely would.
Would it be the first time he fought a giant dragon?
I'll call my dad.
Yeah, your dad'll definitely do it. Sure.
Oh, absolutely. It's his job to kill giant things that he should not be able to kill.
I am very sorry. Noctis here is narcoleptic. What happened?
Yes, the dulcet tones of Spanish in the background of Jomini's house.
See,
So, I was fixing my brake light because it was staying on even after the car was off. What happened?
So Krachanos is basically telling you guys that he's looking for an ancient spell that can only be found in the Vault of Silence, in Cycrix's tome, or he yeets you guys into the plane of time and hope that you guys find an ancient legendary library that possesses the knowledge of the universe.
I'm more
want to
willing to
get
fight the
yeeted into-
dragon.
I want to get yeeted into the Library of Time.
Where nobody has been able to find it before.
High
Indeed.
possibility of us dying.
Yes.
Or getting stuck in the future. Or getting stuck in the past.
Very exciting.
Go
So,
on your own time, buddy.
Noctis,
Yes.
I'm leaving you in charge of this since you're the most magically capable one out of everybody in this room, besides
Oh
me.
no.
you're leaving him in charge of something?
Because he's going to be able to remember the spell.
That's a good reason.
Not unless he writes it down.
Yeah, so
I
Jomini,
guess that's to somebody else.
so Jomini, go ahead and get your little notebook out. Nobody else is allowed to write this down. This is Jomini's problem now.
That's a wallet.
Okay.
A notebook. Hold on.
Nobody else is allowed to write this down.
That's not a wallet. Hold on. Nope. That's not a notebook. Fuck. Okay,
Write it
fuck.
down
Guess
and roll
what it is.
20.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, you have.
We have handouts that we all can access.
We are in the 21st century playing D&D on a website that allows you to do everything on the website, and I'm deciding to look for
Yeah.
a book in real life. What
You
am I
also
doing with
you
it?
also have a little notes section on your character sheet underneath
Yes,
additional.
there is. That's where it
That
says.
none
the
of
Wandering
us
Storm.
ever use except for Dave.
So, Jomini,
I've used it.
in your little notes section, I want you to write down in the Vault of Silence.
I can't spell.
In the Vault of Josh.
Is there a comma?
Yes, in the Vault of Silence. This is how you spell his name. Locate Cycrix's tome.
Okay.
And search for the spell
Apostrophe open.
Astral Stasis.
You know, if memory serves, the Vault of Silence does allow you to take out one item should you clear a floor. If we cleared that floor, wouldn't we just be able to take Cycrix's whole tome?
Unfortunately, the tome is a very powerful magical item. Anything out of that book would simply be worth taking. The whole book however, it's definitely not the case. That's one restriction we put on the tome.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
For those of you,
gods again.
for those of you at home, do not bother looking up astral stasis. It is a personalized and customized spell that I created.
It's plot relevant.
Plot relevance. Get used to it.
It's a plot spell.
Basically.
What does it do? Plot.
Rusty and Jacob, if you were to compare this spell to anything, think about true ice. That's probably the best description I can get to it.
This spell is
Fun.
legitimately plot armor.
Literally. Anyway.
Are you like talking fairy tale there with?
Oh, that spell.
Yeah. Yeah, that is
watching,
essentially what it would do.
What?
I just got back to the end of that arc, Cody.
Nice.
All right.
Oh,
All
made me
right.
cry.
Anything with fairy tale, I am still on like the first season of on episode like 30.
You got a
Yeah,
lot
you
of way
should
to
have
go.
passed it. Then.
I don't remember.
Do you remember Gray's Master?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Do you remember
Yeah.
how she died?
Yeah, I remember now. Okay.
That.
Fair enough. All right, and he drops the silent table and he goes, "So, that's what I've been trying to figure out. If you guys want to do that, assemble a team, go right in. I ain't stopping you."
Rough estimate. How many people do you think we would need to fight a dragon?
Of Cycryx's familiar caliber?
I mean, at least 4 level 20s.
Well, let me think. You're all...
Confidence boost there, bucko.
We're mid-tier.
Look, I'm sorry.
I'm well aware.
Look, I'm sorry. You guys haven't taken your trial yet. You're still not strong enough. You're close, but you're not close enough.
Yeah, we kind of need to work on that.
Alright, everyone, we're gonna start doing workout routines.
I would
Pretty
probably...
sure that's not what he means.
I would probably start trying to take your skills and push them to their limits.
Time to do Kegels.
How do you
Morgan
push
just looks at
craft-
Noctis.
How do you push crafting to the limit?
More
By doing
specific...
Kegels.
Well, more specifically, your combat prowess. Because, let's be honest, some of you, and he looks at the monks, don't need it.
Hey.
But the biggest thing that I would probably say, first of all, is upgrade your fucking gear.
That's on
Why
the-
do you think I came to you?
That's on the list.
Good.
Yeah, that is on the list.
Now,
I need to build a bigger gun. Thank you for reminding me.
good. Now, if you'll excuse me, Miss Wingray, I believe that your tavern is open, correct?
Yes, you are
Go
more
to
than
get a
welcome.
drink.
Great, because I need a stiff drink.
Go right ahead.
Oh, Crouch, no, it's good talking to you. Like always, we make you go have a drink after we have a conversation.
Absolutely. Have a good day. Teleport.
We're a blessing and a nuisance.
I'd say more of a nuisance than a
Oh,
blessing.
absolutely, we're more of a nuisance, but that's for us to know, and Crouch knows to realize more and more as we talk to him.
Is
I
there a
would-
mirror nearby?
I'm
Mean-
going to assume
meanwhile-
Kratos already knows we're a nuisance.
Meanwhile, at the tavern, he just walks in. Alice looks at him and he goes, "Ah, Cratchinos, welcome back." And, "Oh, you look bad." He just, like, slumps down at the bar and he's like, "Was it my boss again?" "Yep." "The usual?" "Yep." "You know what? In fact, make it a double today, Alice." "Sure thing, sweetie."
The thing is, William actually technically just got called the least troubled one out of everyone in the group, so I'm taking that.
No, you were called the least annoying by Kratronos.
I'll still take that compared to the rest of you.
All right. So, you guys
Oh,
had your talk with Cratchinos.
Is there a mirror nearby?
Probably. Some
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
some, like,
Who's
decorations.
the most possessed of all?
I asked because I was going to go over to a mirror and cast Detect Magic and look myself over.
You're blinded for the next round.
Okay, I get that I'm bright. Why am I that bright?
Probably because there's a demon lord in you.
Yeah, probably. Considering that
Going on a guess here.
the shadow is emanating a very strong evil aura on it, and you're starting to feel a sense of fear.
I smell fear.
How do you smell an emotion?
I don't know. This is weird.
Have you ever scared somebody, William?
Not particularly, no.
Typically, fear smells like piss.
Mm.
I have a question.
Nah, this smells more like rotten decay.
Alright, shoot, Opal, what's the question?
Squish, if you wanted to contact the 9, have you ever tried just messaging them?
It wasn't Squish that needed to contact 9.
Who was it then?
I gotta give him a call.
Well, yeah, no, Squish wanted to get in contact with the 9.
Oh no, Squish had asked the 9 earlier on for a meeting with all members of the 9.
Right, so if you wanted to, message them and check up on it.
Set that up.
Yeah, Squish could do that. How does Squish do that?
Squish,
Do
you
you
use magic?
do you not have message?
I don't believe I do. Nope, Squish does not have
No,
message.
he does not.
There's bound to be a way to call them or somehow.
Opal just turns to Noctis.
Noctis, you have message?
Ah, yes, I do.
Can you message the 9 for me?
Which one?
Miss Akamaho. You know, the leader.
Oh,
Should we address the leader, or should we go through proper channels?
Wait, there are proper channels?
I don't think they
There's
have
proper-
established proper channels. Did they?
Okay.
Typically speaking, from what I understand, it's either we find a subordinate or we find one of her simulacrums.
I'm still a big proponent of just screaming Hino into the sky and seeing what happens.
You go right ahead and do that. I
Go ahead
actually have
You
some
go ahead
stuff I
and
have to.
try it before I burn a 5th level spell.
Actually, Noctis,
Wait.
contact their wizard.
Oh, I can do that. I forgot her name.
Oh god, here
Mari.
we go.
Hey, wizard bitch.
Hey, wizard bitch.
Her name is Yamari.
Now, Noctis, remember what I taught you about proper etiquette?
Hold on.
While they're
wait.
doing that,
I forgot a level 5 delicate shard, unstable might I add, in a cathedral. Do you think I'm gonna remember etiquette?
Can
You did what?
Can you at least try?
How well, oh mine. Oh, la merde. Okay, ascending.
Yes,
Okay.
sending. All right,
What are we what are we
25 words. Here we go.
Alright, why am I being
Good
borrowed?
afternoon. Good afternoon, Miss Yumari. This is Noctis of the Wanderers speaking.
Speaking. All right,
We
that's
need
11
to
already. We need 2. That's 14.
Have a word with all of you.
No, Squish would...
Specifically, Squish.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, specifically, Squish.
Specifically, Squish. Thank you.
Nope, that would be it. That's 25.
Yeah.
Opal,
You really
Opal.
write that shit down before you
next
do it.
time Squish will write it down before you cast spell.
Cody,
Maybe.
do me a favor. Close the fucking character sheet.
Oh, sorry.
Why did
I
you
forgot
talk
you were
in
watching my
Squish's
stream.
voice?
All right. Anyway, so Dave, you had something that you were gonna do.
Yeah.
Are the monks needed?
When this happens, this could go very badly.
Oh boy.
What's the plan?
How long is it going? How long is it going to take for them to set up the meeting with the 9?
Well, that would all depend when Yamari gets in contact with you guys again, which is right now,
Beautiful.
because wizards and magic.
I have not received the message back, so I don't know what is happening.
Greetings, wanderers. Glad to hear from you.
Is this in all of our heads or just Noctis's?
Just Noctis's head. So it says, "Greetings, wanderers. Glad to hear from you. Please discern location for pickup in terms of meeting."
Okay, we're having a meeting now.
Why are you surprised?
Can I have an hour? I literally just need an hour.
Can
One
you take
hour.
it over there?
1 hour
1
at the
hour.
bar?
Yeah,
One-
1 hour.
In
At
1
the
hour at the bar.
Okay.
Now, Noctis, you're going to tell her 1 hour at Genshin and Wingrights. Can you remember that?
Thank you for the quick response.
I like it how I like it how each of these spells going back and forth is like 10 minutes each. Because the casting time is 10 minutes for sending.
As he's doing that, I go pick up some damn parchment and ink base and go to my office.
All right, so we're all.
We're totally
That's
walking and talking.
At Genshin and Wing
Oh, yeah.
Rights in 1 hour.
We
Thank
have
you.
more important
That's it.
shit to do.
Now let me see. This is going to require a DC 31.
We don't work on their time, they work on our time.
We don't even work on our time.
We have time.
Oh yeah, I fucking crafted. Okay, cool.
What did you make this time,
Jesus
Dave?
fucking Christ.
What did I make this time? Well, the tenant has overstayed his welcome.
What did you do, Dave?
Are you gonna exorcise him from your body?
Oh, I'm going to give him a deal he can't refuse.
Oh boy, I can't wait to listen to this one.
Here we go!
Are we doing this now? Or...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So I made a sheet of packed parchment.
Oh boy, demonic rites in the middle of a bar. This will be great.
No, we're in the office.
In the middle of a bar. This will be great.
And that's a 36 on the linguistics check to write up the contract.
All right, please state the terms of this contract.
So Hagenti's whole thing is that he agreed to keep me alive because he wanted to be free, right?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Give me a second. Let me go ahead and open your character sheet, because I have a DM note that leads the entirety of this shit.
Welcome to Morgan. Hey Morgan, would you like to go shopping with me?
What are we doing?
Okay, so time out. Are you actually trying to commune with Hagenti?
Not now.
Okay, so the problem with that is you don't know the exact reason why Hagenti was given to you. The only thing that you know is that your parents performed a ritual to keep you alive when you were a baby. That's it.
And I remember the story, right?
For the most part,
Or at
yeah.
least yeah. Wasn't it said that I was very sick and the cost was their life and in exchange for his freedom?
To your knowledge, yes.
Yeah, so this is why I needed William. I tried to speak with him when I was in jail and couldn't do it. I was hoping William might be able to help me,
I'm pretty good at that, reaching your inner soul shit.
so that way I can get with him. The contract, which in simplified, pretty much will state that I'm going to let whatever remains of his being free in exchange for his power.
All right. Are you going to try and commune with him to request this contract?
I was going to write it
Okay.
myself. That's the
It's 1 plat to 100 gold, Matt.
Thanks.
Yeah, base 100 system.
I couldn't
Yep.
remember.
Oh boy.
So I was going to write it. The spellcraft is to make the parchment. The linguistics check is to write the contract. I wasn't going to commune with him right now while we're in the bar. I was hoping that I was going to do it near the 9. Because if things go south and fuck up, they can kill him.
All right.
I mean, it's a pretty valid plan.
Although with them not knowing, it's kind of a problem.
Well,
Yeah.
I was going to bring this up after we have during our little meeting.
Okay. So yeah, we're all just chilling in the office then, and Alicia just throws down the stacks of paper, and he's just like, "I'm writing a contract to a demon lord." How do you all take that?
In blood, it has to be in blood too, so it's in my own fucking blood.
I can just
William
imagine.
Levine.
I can just imagine her just sitting there writing. She just like stabs her arm and then just goes back to writing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Stabs
William
her arm
let out
again.
The heaviest sigh you've ever heard William sigh.
Opal's not even here. She's cooking. She's helping the cooks. Fuck this. She wants nothing to do with this.
Just make sure you're careful about it.
Squish is drinking.
Morgan's sitting in the office as this is happening. Are
William
you sure you want to do this?
It's either this, or I exorcise him.
So you're planning on giving Higenti some of his freedom?
I'm hoping that in writing this contract, I will gain his powers, leaving him a relatively weak husk of a thing to be left on the floor.
Do you really think he's going to accept this?
Well, it's either that, or I let the 9 kill him.
So you're expecting a fight?
I mean, if anything,
Quite frankly, yes.
if the Dreamscape's anything they go off of, he's one tough bastard.
Yes. I don't expect him to outright accept this immediately. I mean, this is one hell of an offer. Literally.
And if this goes sideways, what is your contingency other than the 9?
Oh, literally the only contingency is to have the 9 kill him.
And if they refuse?
And he escapes my body and is set free upon the material plane.
If you're gonna do this, you gotta make sure that wording's airtight. As much as I
wish-
recommend against this,
I wish I had a
some form
wine.
of action against him.
I really wish I had a wine glass right now, and I could just sit here and just twirl it and be like, "Chat, do you see a problem with this? I don't see a problem with this at all. Like, not at all. There's no way this could go wrong. There's no way this could go wrong. Am I right?"
I can think
Well-
of several.
So get
I
on.
can think of like 20.
If the 9 refuse, I at least do have this in hand. But
And do you
if
have
they
any other
are going
contingencies if
to-
they refuse?
Go to sleep until Kratronos makes a new bracelet?
Yeah, I don't like the idea of if they refuse, you still summon the demon lord.
Well, I wasn't going to. I was going to ask them first because they need to know ahead of time that this is a possibility.
It's just the worrisome part of this is the fact that we don't know what will happen to you if Agente A gets out or leaves your body. For all you know, you two could be linked on a soul level, and as soon as one of you leave, the other goes with them.
Well, wasn't there a disease that you were afflicted by that you're the whole reason why you have a Kagenti to begin with?
I haven't a clue. I haven't been able to speak with him in the 23 years that I've been alive.
Well, it's the problem of we don't know the original contract, Squish. Because wording is
Precisely.
everything the demon wants.
And it's not
And the
like
only
I can
one
talk to my
who
parents.
knows the contract right now is the Demon Lord.
So we
And
do
Not true. His
even-
parents would. And
And they're
you
both
could
dead,
commune-
Squish.
You can commune with dead.
I
That
can't.
would require Onyx.
Exactly.
Can't commune with the dead when there's no physical body to use.
We don't know that.
Even know where. I don't even know when. I don't even know where they're buried. If there's anything that was left of.
And either way, that would require Onyx. Trust me, I've talked to... Fuck, I forgot her name.
Wow.
Necromancer?
Yeah, her.
Ishtala?
Ishtala.
Ishtala.
I have talked to Ishtala about this.
And considering that they sacrificed their own lives for the sake of mine in a contract with a demon, likely their souls aren't even in any of the planes of the dead. They're probably, I don't know, in the pits.
Our best bet is to first find out the original contract before you write anything or do anything. Because that way you could word a new contract. That way it will specifically, hopefully, benefit you.
I personally would say first talk with the 9. Hello? You're requesting their services when you've been ghosting them the entire fucking time.
We've been trying to get this meeting together, well, at least Squish has been trying to get this meeting together.
We were a wee bit preoccupied.
No, stopping a civil war.
That is a good point.
Well, I mean, if anyone would know anything about contracts with a demon lord, I suppose another demon lord would probably know best.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
you might want to hold off on making contract because you can ask Kino about it to begin with.
Well, I haven't gotten too
so-
far on this one specifically, so...
let's put that in the back burner then. Talk to Hino, see what she says. If it's a good idea, a dumb idea, or a downright foolish idea.
Oh, it's a downright foolish idea, William. This is absolutely stupid. This is absolute stupidity.
I'm well aware, but it is a problem that we inevitably have to deal with eventually.
And it seems like it has to be dealt with sooner rather than later.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with
Considering
that.
that I lost that bracelet about, an hour ago, and it's already this bad.
Yep. Well, like you said, keep your emotions still, and we should be fine for the most part.
I would say
My
file the
emotions are
contract
perfectly
away for the moment.
Well, this is only the rough draft. I haven't actually even finalized this one yet.
You're already using your blood, though.
To get used to the feeling.
This changes nothing of what I said.
Yeah, shoot yourself with lower caliber bullets so you can take the higher ones.
To build a community.
A sigh, the weight of a mountain comes out of William's mouth.
Shoot yourself with small caliber bullets to gain immunity.
Sorry to interrupt such a beautiful conversation, but do you have any more wondrous item catalogs in here? finished reading
Yeah,
Cloud
I
before
point
too.
to a book. I point to a bookshelf.
Oh, hey, Noxus.
Indeed. Indeed. We.
Hey, Noxus. Greetings, Wanderers. Unfortunately, I don't know the location of your tavern. Could we meet in the square?
Just fly back
Am
to
I-
her, yes.
Yes.
10 minutes later, yes. We're all waiting in the square already.
Yeah, we're already at the square. And she just hears, yes.
So
My
yeah, you guys make your way back out to the square. Roll me perception rolls.
Rolls of perception.
Okay.
Cody, would you be a dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, boo.
Damn, I rolled low on yours.
Yeah, you did. I mean,
I'm
either
waiting
way,
for-
most of it's above a 20.
I'm waiting for Squish though.
Squish
you
rolled
rolled-
an 18.
Squish got an 18.
Oh, I missed that at the top.
Is
Ah.
this roll for traps?
No.
Damn it.
So as you guys are just standing there watching the people go by, you can catch a glimpse of the guy again. Seems to be just standing.
How many of us see the guy?
You hear Opal like visibly like audibly gasp as she like turns and looks,
What'd you see, Opal?
and William, Morgan, Noctis, and Alicia, you guys see it too.
So
they-
basically above a 21.
It's actually a 20, but yeah.
So basically, all the people plus Noctis who saw it last time. Oh, and no, yeah. Never mind.
Everyone but Squish.
Everyone but Squish.
Yeah.
So Williams would be like, what did you see, Opal?
She like points to him out in the crowd. He's I would say he's about like 70 yards away. You can
That guy?
see him. He's like standing in the middle of the crowd. People are just walking by him, not even paying attention to him.
Yeah, we saw him when we left the hospital.
Who is he?
That's a good question. That's on a back burner right now. Like, he's not really a issue yet. So we're not really doing anything about it. Right? Is that safe to say? He like looks at Morgan and Alicia.
Morgan's just hard staring the guy.
Alright, fair enough.
Don't you think this is something that we should probably address or talk to somebody about?
I'm gonna whistle. Azor.
Well,
Scout.
here's the thing. He's being
Scout him out.
actively avoided by the rest of the crowd, which leads me to think that only we can see him.
See what exactly?
So,
Mari, one moment. I'm going to cast Death Watch and look at him.
Look at what?
I mean, the guy. I mean, Opal would know this immediately.
Yumari calling out to you guys took your attention away just a little too quickly, and he's not there anymore.
Oh.
Squish has no idea what they talk about. They go crazy.
There's
you know.
this man who looks like he's half dead. We see him, and then shortly after, he disappears.
I don't know if it's a threat that we're going to actually have to deal with, or if it's something benign.
Well, if it puts you to any rest, it has nothing to do with us.
Yeah, fair enough.
Pretty sure she said benign, not the 9.
My apologies. So
Easily misunderstood with the way she talks.
Yes, I do apologize.
You all wanted to obtain a meeting with us, correct?
That is correct.
Yep.
Not for more than one reason.
Morgan rolls her eyes.
Well, very good, very well, not a problem. Ms. Akamaho would definitely feel the need that it would be necessary. This is long overdue, after all, and it also lines up perfectly.
Oh?
Oh?
Yes, of course. Faris is currently under a small celebration.
Oh. What, the 3 month? How long have they been in the city?
Anniversary? Is that what you're going for?
Yeah, like the X month anniversary.
Well, it's more or less of more of an introduction ceremony, needless to say. As you all
Sounds
under.
sounds
Go ahead, Brady.
tedious. I was gonna say it sounds tedious.
If I can be completely honest, yeah, it is a little bit.
Hey, when you're ruling over new subjects, you gotta let them know who's in charge.
Do we have to dress?
If I honestly, just stay close to each other and don't talk to anybody.
William, look, can I pack a shirt?
Are we embarrassing?
No, it's not that, Mr. Glickman. If you would definitely please put on a shirt.
Yeah, he starts rummaging through his bag.
Morgan just reaches in her bag, starts putting her dress on because she doesn't wear a top.
Because
the mugs are getting dressed.
Because if you don't, you might be mistaken.
Mistaken.
For slaves.
No, not for slaves.
I would hope not.
You'll see what we're talking about in a moment. Anyway, everybody go ahead and grab onto my staff.
William's like just throwing his shirt over and like readjusting his other bits.
And away we go!
3, 2, 1, greater teleport.
Poof.
And welcome back to Furice.
To those of you who have not been here, welcome.
Yes, and
The city looks a lot different than last time we were in here. For example, we're not being shot at.
yeah. Also, for example, I don't have the
Reference image.
the scene anymore, but that's okay. It's not really that important. So, as you guys are teleported into the city of Furice, Yumari starts showing you guys around, saying, well, Furice is under a small celebration because back in our old world, we had, of course, an organization, which is a massive building in which we had different sections to where each of them would be providing a service. And, well, Mr. Glickman, one of those services would have involved you. Miss Wingright, you would definitely have been involved in one of the services. Miss Florinia, we had a services for you as well. Practically everybody in your party would have had something to do in the Nine organization.
I'm now just curious because I understand where Alicia and Opal are sitting, but I don't get. I assume physical labor.
No, not necessarily.
Mercenaries, perhaps.
Not necessarily. Actually, Mr. Glickman, Her Majesty had something that she wanted to discuss with you personally.
Oh, this would be nice.
But your meeting with us obviously is our top priority.
Oh, of course.
So we'll get the meeting out of the way first, and then of course there's our celebration, which we would very much appreciate if you all were to stick around for.
I mean, I don't think we'll say no to a good party.
Well,
Certainly.
I have no issues partying.
Well, it will definitely be a party because we are celebrating the completion of the second layer of the Nine-Tail organization.
The second layer.
The
Indeed.
second tail?
No, I think it's an upward building, Squish.
And she takes you guys over to the center of the kingdom, and you guys can see a pit, and it goes down very far.
Gotta say, I'm mildly.
What were you
impressed.
saying about a building?
All right. I now see I was wrong about the way the building was going.
Well, when you have all the land, you might as well use it to your advantage. But we're not worried about that right now. We're supposed to be entering the castle, if you don't mind.
No, please. Leave
As
the
we're
way.
as we're walking by, I just flip up my goggles. I tug on Noctis's sleeve. And I point. I think I see her mom down there.
Lightning bolt.
Might.
Takes out the execution himself.
Oh
Deems
my
it
god,
necessary.
Oh my god.
that was great.
Just a low-level lightning bolt.
All right, Jesus Christ. Well, actually, Rusty, it might be a good thing that you are here, because I might need Max.
Woo!
So, let me go ahead and just adjust some of the tokens here.
Cody, would you mind zooming out?
Yes. One moment.
So, obviously, we're going to have Max. We have Eve.
I wonder which one Max is.
I actually think Jacob might be home, so he might actually be able to pop on and play Eve.
Well, see if he is. If he is, tell him to get in the chat.
Yeah, which one's Max? I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I don't know which one he could be.
Is it the Black Butler?
No, it's not the Black Butler. That is Walter.
We're just going to have Arabella, like, all the way up here.
It's definitely the
Max?
one in the middle.
Is that one up top, Max?
Mm,
Oh, is
Alright.
that Max?
Hey, look, it's our goblin friend.
yeah, the little asshole.
Yeah, he's in plotting. What the fuck? Hold on, I'll be back. Jacob, get in Avalon. I need you.
Hello. We summon thee.
KP's there too.
Yeah, but
Is she?
no, she's not.
No,
Yeah.
KB's at work, unfortunately.
Whop whop.
I just popped into the plotting chat and be like, Jacob, get in here. I need you.
You meant? Oh,
I think you're
hey.
missing someone. Isn't there supposed to be a little stripper dude like right here?
You don't talk about him.
There's a reason why he's not in this meeting.
He's still technically part of the 9, and we did request a meeting with the entirety of the 9.
Well,
I mean, technically, the knife one, if you're counting Black Butler, is
Hello, Jacob.
on top of the podium.
True.
Hello, Jacob. I need Eve. Sorry
if you have time.
Yeah, if you have time.
You can't hear us, apparently.
Oh, that ain't bueno. No bueno.
No, it's not good.
Okay. Can you hear us now?
He's not in here.
Hello.
Not here
Oh.
yet.
Where'd he go?
He left.
He left. There he is.
Now he's
He's
back.
a bitch.
Jacob?
Jacob, say something. Oh, he's having technical issues up the wazoo.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh well.
Well, he gets himself sorted.
Alright, so, anyway. Yumari goes ahead and leads you guys into the chamber of the castle, and basically just brings you guys to the throne room. We're just gonna go ahead and pretend that there's like a big meeting table here, because I'm too lazy to set up a meeting map and such. But basically everybody is here. Arabella's just
I'd be
looking
fine
over.
if they were just hanging out on the stairs.
Yeah, Arabella's up top, like overseeing everything. She's like half asleep.
That tracks.
Y'all been busy, I see.
Well, of course. When you're an organization that has to watch over thousands of people and rebuild civilization from the ground up, then
Wow.
it has its quirks and time-consuming events.
We do thank you for agreeing to having a meeting with us.
Well, to be fair, all of us have been wanting to get to know Avalon's chosen, so to say.
I just heavily roll my eyes when you say that.
you watch the
So does
entire
Morgan.
party. The entire party just has
Just
such
roll.
exacerbated looks at that title.
Yes.
Yeah, chosen.
Believe me,
Sure.
I along with the rest of my companions here, and understand the feeling of being thrown into a situation where you don't want to deal with it.
Yep.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I took great pleasure in annihilating the Black Roses for what little we did. They were assholes.
Oh, I'm
didn't
still
like-
waiting for that execution.
So, I'm assuming that you all have a primary objective as to why you wanted to meet with all of us. But please,
Yes.
go ahead.
Squish, do you want to go first?
Speak your minds.
Well, Squish wanted to get to know more of your organization as a whole, and thought it would be best to meet with each individual member of the Nine, considering you are the head of what this organization is. Your vision is what the organization is. So if you please introduce yourselves, what your job is in the Nine, and what you seek or what you have gained from joining the Nine. If you don't want to speak about any of this, that's okay. I just simply want to learn more.
Oh boy.
Going first now.
Now, here's the funny part. I gave you plenty of time for this. You forgot.
No, I know. I just have to go find all of my notes on each of these fucking characters. To be fair, some of the characters Jacob and Rusty know a little bit more about, like Tarzar and Medell.
Well, it's a good thing they're here.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the reason why I'm glad that they are. However, 50% of the people that are here are voiced by me, so yeah, this is
We
great.
have
literally,
talked to Yamari already.
Yeah. Alright, so obviously Hino's gonna go first. You guys obviously know who I am. I'm Hino Akamaho. I'm the head of the Ninetail organization. And basically what I've gained from the Nine is my passageway home. I've gained a new family in a world where I was always lost. Getting a phone call from somebody. Fuck off.
Can't you tell we're doing important business right now?
Walter, I'll get my characters out of the way first, guys, because this is probably going to take the
All right.
longest. Walter steps forward
Yep.
and he gives you guys a proper bow and he says, "Hello, my name is Walter Soma. I'm the head butler and leader of the 5th layer of the Ninetail organization. My primary objective is dealing with the mercenary tactics and, of course, making sure that the Ninetail organization stays in a tip-top shape. Presentation is key for an organization as wide and as vast as ours. What do you ask that I have gained from joining this organization? I would say I found a place where I can finally relax." That's all he says. He just smiles and says, "Relax." Yumari steps forward next and she says, "My name is Yumari Valro. I am the Ninetail organization's head wizard, currently in charge of the 6th layer of the Ninetail organization. My primary objective is helping with the crafting of our magical items and all of our spellcasting and magical needs. What I gained from joining the Ninetail organization is freedom. Knowing you guys know me, I was a slave before I joined the Nine. Sakamaho granted me a deal, and I took it, and I have gained the freedoms that I have always wanted since I was a little girl." Gutan steps forward and he just like crosses his arms and like, "Me Gutan, I stab people."
Yes, you do, honey. You do stab people.
Visible nod of approval from William.
I was brought here.
Morgan also nods in approval.
I was brought here by her. And he points at Eve. That's all he says. He just sits back down.
Fair. Fair.
So, Tarzar, Medell, Eve, and Max is all we got left.
and then the one that's MIA. But yeah.
We don't talk about him.
We don't talk about him.
We don't talk about him.
Fair enough.
I will say this: the fact that he's not here is only making Squish want to meet him more.
Oh no.
Just give it time. Just give it time.
Just give
I
it time.
pet-
I know.
I pat you on the head and I go, "You really don't. You really don't."
Hey, I didn't say that out loud.
I could see
I
you.
think it's
looking
visible
at
on
the-
your face.
I can see you looking at the empty space. I'm looking at it too.
So, which one of you two want to go first?
I'll go ahead and go first. So I step forward. I'm like, greetings. I am Maximus Marcellius. I am in charge of the Nine's fleet. What I have gained from the Nine, and I look back at each one of them, I have gained friends who have stood with me and a family I've never had. And yeah, I back up.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Yep. Short and sweet, to the point.
Those that leaves Eve, Adele, and
Yep.
Tarzar.
My name is Eve here. I am in charge of the 7th layer, and I am in charge of the fighting rings of the 9. I originally came here to gain more power, but through that, I was able to gain more than just power. Able to gain friends and family. Ones who look out for each other, than backstabbing each other. But for now, what I want to gain more is to find my true self, true purpose. Literally, eyes darts at Gutan.
Later.
Morgan just leans over to Alicia. I'm sensing sexual tension.
Gutan just like pets the air in Eve's direction and mouths later.
Well, I guess that takes introductions out of the way.
Tarzar
knew-
and Medell are gonna step forward as well, and they're gonna say, Tarzar and I are new additions to the head 9 of the organization. Tarzar, first of all, my name is Medell. I am the 9's alchemist. I'm, of course, in charge of potion brewings, and I'm possibly the head bartender for most of the layers of the 9. Tarzar, what's Tarzar's accent again?
I don't think we've ever actually established one.
No, we have not established anything with him
Fair
Fuck
enough.
it,
other
German.
than
He's
literally.
Italian.
No.
Italian!
No. Until we get a little bit more development of Tarzar, because that's the thing we have to do. He just basically explains to you guys, hey, I'm a technomancer. I do a lot of crafting and stuff. I build robots. Yeah, that's what I do.
Destroy them
I-
lasers.
I must construct additional pylons.
I want to spend some time with you, my friend.
And Hino
Later, though.
and then Hino leans back and goes, and of course you obviously know Arabella, our goddess, who is... She looks up and Arabella's just leaning over the side, asleep. A little tuckered out from all of her meetings and such. But Arabella came from a corrupted kingdom back in her world, where her sister was wrongfully corrupted by a demon who, unfortunately, we had to end her life.
Oh.
What she gained from joining the Nine-Tail organization is a family, that what she longed for the longest of time.
And Squish hates to ask, but about the one that failed to show?
He's currently dealing with he's currently dealing with preparations for our celebration.
Oh. So Squish can meet with him later?
Well, if you stick around for the celebration, you can meet him if you want.
I believe he's the one that flirted with everything within a 500-mile radius the second he got here.
There is nothing that he doesn't flirt with.
Nothing.
I am so glad that he didn't try with me.
I really want him to meet Dervis the Eternal now.
Stuffs his into his coat.
Even if he doesn't try, he will always find a way to try.
I mean, you gotta admit the effort.
Okay. Maybe on second thought, could you just tell me what he gained from?
Well, basically, we gave him freedom as well.
Okay.
We unshackled him, which was probably a mistake.
It would seem.
Yeah, I would say that is a mistake, but it's a good mistake.
At least he's amusing.
There's that.
Well, I hope we answered your question.
Very much so, thank you.
Is there anything else you wanted to ask of them, Squish?
Have you heard of Saren Ray?
God, he's like a Jehovah's Witness.
I like to point out, everyone in the line just like looks over and looks at Squish.
I don't think there's a mortal being upon this plane who hasn't.
Well, most of these beings haven't been to this plane, so why not introduce?
Squish.
I'm not trying to sell religion. Squish, just simply ask.
Squish? I'm pretty sure they have their own goddess.
Well, yes, obviously.
Who's currently asleep over a banister right now, but we're not going to talk about that.
On a side note,
Too much fermented juice?
could you tell us more about these layers of the organization? I know what was the wizard's lady's name? I just forgot.
Yamari.
Thank you. I want to say Amari, but I'm like, that's wrong. Yamari. I believe Yamari was telling us about it on the way in, and you all mentioned some of them, but I would like to get a more clear idea of what I assume the 9 layers of the Nine-Tail organization are.
Well, that's very easy to describe. Surely you are all familiar with the 9 circles of hell.
I'm familiar with the concept, yes.
Well, in order from the 1st to the 9th, there's limbo, lust, gluttony, greed, anger, heresy, violence, fraud, and treachery. We're taking the concept of the 9 circles of hell and mocking them, turning their suffering into services. Each layer is based off of a different service. So, you could take, for example, the 4th layer, greed. We've had a very successful casino reference back in the old world. We plan on bringing that back once the 4th layer is constructed. Eve's layer, the 7th layer, we had competitive fighting rings that we used to take bets on and such.
Morgan just looks over at William.
That's your thing.
They were fun, but not many strong people back in the other world. Well, except that one group.
There's, of course, the 5th layer that Walter here is in charge of, is the mercenary services, which was very successful back in the old world. And of course, we have the 1st layer, limbo, but we reserved that layer strictly for accommodations, so to say. It's basically our embassy.
All right. Well, that's very insightful. It's good to know. Because I believe Yamari was telling us about them on the way in, and having a bit more of a clear idea of what they are allows us to know a wee bit more about what y'all stand for as a conglomerate.
Well, of course, each layer provides a different service. And of course, those services is how the Nightale organization makes their money. Whether it could be through hiring somebody or just coming in and enjoying yourselves. Yamari steps forward and says, hence the reason why we're opening the second layer to the public today.
And what is the second layer again?
Ezekiel is in charge of that layer.
Gentleman who ain't
Which
here.
would be why he's in charge of the celebration.
Precisely.
It doesn't take a genius to understand that that one is lust.
Of course.
I think it's safe to expect an orgy at some point today.
I'm just thinking they're opening a brothel.
Squish looks at the group as like, Squish don't know these words.
We'll tell you when you're older.
Oh, that
Squish
poor
is-
little thing.
Squish is 20. I think Squish is 22. Hold on.
You're still technically no. Opal's younger.
Yeah,
Squish is
Opal.
22. I hope you know.
Opal is the youngest one in the party.
Squish, you still have your innocence.
Like, she's
That's what matters.
It's been like a year now. She's barely legal.
Not the way he looks at elves.
Fair point.
Well, that's the reason. Well, that's
Hold
the reason.
on.
Well, that's the reason why I was saying that each layer represents something that, well, any of you can take advantage of. For example,
I think Squish needs to investigate.
Nope. Not at all.
No, Squish, you do
No.
not.
You don't. You will stay in the cart. We didn't bring the cart. Damn it.
for
You know
example,
what?
for
if
example-
the young one wants to,
for example, Miss Wingright, you would probably be interested in our market, out in the square. That's where most of our magic items are sold.
Magic items?
we all just kind of like perk up like fucking moths to a flame.
It used to be. It used to be a black market. It used to be a black market, but well, we took that over in our old world. So it's now just a market.
And from what I understand of this world, there's not too much that's illegal to sell.
Well, precisely. So if you could grasp hold of the market, then might as well.
Fair enough. I definitely do have some things I wish to sell in the...
Your monks would
Future?
probably be interested in Eve's lair with the fighting rings.
I would most definitely be interested in that.
I mean, who doesn't love a good fight every night?
You just said that was more my layer than yours.
I mean, it is more yours. You're definitely more the aggressor here. But it's still who doesn't love a good fight.
You
got
are
a
correct
point.
in that. You are the wall.
I am the shield, you are the spear.
Yeah, precisely. And since your little guy is obviously curious about Ezekiel's lair, he can go down and visit it whenever he wants. Although
I strongly advise the other way around for that.
Although-
You should stay away.
Although we do unfortunately have some sort of a little membership program. There are special perks that you can get by being a part of the Nightale organization.
Oh?
There's always a catch.
Well, of course, my organization has to make money somehow.
That was completely out of game, Josh.
Well, you said it in your voice, so be careful.
Did I? I just went, there's always a catch. I don't think that sounds anything.
Well, Yamari is correct. My organization has to make money somehow. Granted, yes, there are a wide variety of free perks that you could get out of our organization. However, being a part of it would benefit discounts throughout the organization, savor at the shops or such, special treatments amongst some of the more civil layers. And of course, you could talk with Ezekiel in order to test what would be the best for the memberships for the second layer.
Well, we'll have to definitely stop by back once all the layers are complete.
I don't see
So,
why we
if you
can't
don't
stop.
mind me asking, as far as membership of the Nine, what exactly does that entail, other than the benefits of the organization in the pit you're
Yes.
building?
How does one become a member of your organization? What there entails of that?
Well, there are several layers that we can deal with that. Since, well, you are all who you are, we're willing to make a slight adjustment, specifically for you six. Normally, our organization would probably be a small fee, so therefore you can pay for your memberships, we can gain profit from it, and therefore you can gain benefits from us. Spend your money how you wish. You all, however, since you are being, quote, chosen of Avalon.
Willie
Visible
immediately
eye
put-
roll from the
Willie-
entire party.
Willie immediately puts up air quotes.
Except for Squish. Squish has no idea what's going on with that. Why the party does that.
We're willing to make you a special offer. It's more or less a contract. It's more or less a contract than a membership. The contract would basically state that if we were ever to need of services of the Wanderers, then we could call upon you to have, and most likely guarantee that the job will get done. In
So
exchange,
basically, what we do now, except in writing.
yes, except this time you will get paid.
That is already a mark in the right.
That is the magic word.
You had you had my interest. Now you have my attention.
Now, Squish would like to ask something. Does this work both ways, this contract? If the Nine need assistance from... I'm sorry, if the Wanderers need assistance from the Nine, would you be able to provide assistance?
If you're talking about a mutual contract of partnership between the Nightale organization and the Wanderers, then we could possibly arrange something like that. You must understand, however, that our powers are extreme, so most of us would probably not be needed.
Yes.
Oh, we're well aware.
We do have a situation on our hands that may require...
There is no may about it. It definitely requires at least 2 of your members.
Very well.
Looks at Alicia.
I'm sorry, I was reading a meme. What did you say, Morgan?
I said there's a situation that we have that requires at least 2 of your members. Looks at Alicia.
We're queuing you in.
Preferably, I would prefer if all of them would agree to it, because the more the merrier. Which actually brought me as to the second thing that we wanted to come to speak with you all collectively as. Unfortunately, this is a bit more of a formal request, I suppose.
And that request would be?
Well, I need help. Like, I need serious help.
Miss Akamaho, were you privy to the visions of what we went through in the nightmare?
I'm assuming you're talking about Higenti, specifically.
That is exactly what we were referring to.
Yeah. You see, He was being kept sealed for the last several months by a bracelet that Kratronos and Onaji helped build. Unfortunately, just the other day, walking out of the hospital, I banged my wrist against a door a little too hard and it broke off.
Oh.
I really want to inside check that, but Willie would totally just believe it was an accident.
Well.
And within the last hour, his presence has grown from just being a massive shadow behind me to leaking a strange aura to now I can actually feel his aura of fear.
Well, that's a new development.
You see Hino grin.
Is this a good grin or an evil grin?
This looks like an evil grin.
Sense motive.
Absolutely.
I'm not even gonna try.
Oh, hold on.
Sure, fuck it. You never know. I might get a nat 20. Nope,
Oof.
nat 1.
I rolled a damn 5. I got for Morgan rolling something as a fucking 5.
I'll put it up
I
there
probably
for you.
still didn't beat it.
Oh yeah, probably not.
Oh
I
my.
think you have to be a mythic to be able to beat anything of hers.
Bluff is a charisma roll, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It is.
Oh boy. Let me go ahead and just do this real fast.
Wow.
Oh, nat 20.
Wow, you
Nice.
got fucking lucky.
Nice, Noctis.
Yeah, I got nowhere close.
None of us got anywhere close.
But does a nat 20 do anything?
And that's what technically you can't crit on skills,
Yep.
but I do make exceptions to that for some skills. However, this is a mental game now.
Meaning.
Unfortunately,
You are not good at this.
I'm only
We're
going to
too
be giving
dumb to
you.
understand.
I'm only going to be giving you the crit bonus that you get for nat 20, which is a plus 20 to that skill.
Oh.
So you came the closest.
Like,
But not
even if Muir Morgan got a 20, it still would have been nowhere near.
Cody,
Oh,
scroll
yeah.
over mine real quick.
Yours is a plus 21.
If Morgan would have gotten the nat 20, Morgan would have gotten it.
She would have
If Morgan got a nat 20, she would have matched.
That was on
Yeah.
a 5, by the way.
Coast
Yeah.
What? Who got a 5?
Hino.
That was a, oh, fucking god.
Yeah, plus 56, by the way. Anyways, I look at that and I go, huh. Yes, well, anyways. So, I had an idea.
Before we proceed with this, are the rest of my organization needed?
Well, I wanted to ask you all collectively if for assistance, but I mean,
You are best judge of your own skills, so
yeah.
if you deem they're not necessary, they are not necessary.
Tartar, Gutan, Medell, take Arabella back out, and you are all dismissed.
Can any of them read minds? Or currently reading minds?
Technically, yes.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, technically yes. Suppose they all would be able to. They probably all are. Anyways, I had an idea that's absolutely ludicrous, but it was the best idea I could think of. Because as of right now, Kratronos is being a little bit pissy.
A little bit.
That's pretty normal for the guy.
And I've really bothered Onaji way too much in the last month.
Sounds to me that they're coming for us since we're the last effort, ma'am. Take it easy, Walter. It's fine.
So, well, my idea was give it an offer it couldn't refuse.
The problem with that, Miss Wingright, is that you're trying to commune a deal with a demon lord.
Yes. Why I came to you.
Well, that was definitely your smartest decision.
I
Unfortunately-
have the item, I just don't have the wherewithal or knowledge to write the contract.
Unfortunately, making deals are the entire shtick of demon lords. They make the deals. They don't get deals made with them.
Well, you would know best.
It would make it seem like you're making a deal with them. However, they will always twist it around and make it to where the deals will benefit them in some sort of way. However, I can understand your situation. And Hagenti, unfortunately, is in a very, very shitty position right now, considering that he is trapped in a mortal body that he can't get out without the proper ritual.
Wait, seriously? He just can't get out?
That is true. Unfortunately, there are ways of getting him out. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be happy about them.
I mean, I'm pretty sure one of them requires me to die.
That's typically how it goes.
And here I was just constantly concerned that he was just going to one day burst forth if I felt too much fear all at once.
No, Hagenti is the demon lord of fear. He lives off of the emotion. He gathers strength from the emotion. You fearing Hagenti has been fueling him this entire time.
Huh.
Mind if I test a few things?
Go ahead.
Step forward, then.
I step forward. I have no control of my token, by the way.
I know. Walter, you're the manipulator of shadows. Do your thing. Of course, sir. He's gonna go ahead and take a step behind Alicia. He's gonna pull out his sword. He's gonna stab his shadow. He's gonna stab the shadow. Dave, I apologize.
Huh?
I apologize.
That's fine.
Not the crit damage.
Do I take that?
Yes.
Are you still standing, Dave?
Only one of those hits or both of them?
Just one.
Okay, so the first one, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so 68 points of damage.
Is any of it acid, cold, or electricity?
I don't even know what's on this fucking katana, if you want me to be honest.
All it says is 21 magic.
Yep.
Yeah. Literally created by a god of chaos, so.
Nope, it's just straight damage.
Okay, sure. Okay, yeah, fine, whatever. 68. Yeah. I'm still standing. Yeah, I'm still standing.
Alright, cool. Yeah, you feel like you just got stabbed in the fucking chest.
That's a sensation I haven't felt in like 3 years.
Well, yep, that is definitely something that is not normal. Well, luckily for you, Miss Alicia, there are ways of getting Hagenti out without causing any harm to you. But I think it would be best if we go ahead and speak with it more personally. Don't you agree, ma'am? That could possibly get us our answers the quickest.
I wanted to. I tried while I was locked up in jail for a month, but I couldn't even get anywhere near him. I didn't want to try to commune with him back in Elgaroth in case shit went south and he escaped.
Hold on. Rusty Jacob, go pay attention to the chat.
Yep.
This is something legitimate that's happening in-game right now. I just can't show you guys. Very well, then. That's all you hear her say. And she stands up and she looks at the Wanderers and she says, "So, I know we don't have the greatest of terms. However, I have to personally ask, how much do you trust us?"
Do you want my honest answer?
You could be.
That's what she's asking for.
You can be honest. There won't be any consequences.
About as
I
far
don't.
as I can throw you.
I would have to agree with them.
I want to trust you, but I have reservations.
I mean, I think for the most part, you can say don't take it personally. We just generally don't trust anybody.
This is true. We don't. We really don't trust anyone outside of our own group. Sometimes we can't even trust the people in our group.
Absolutely, we just don't generally trust people.
She starts clapping. And you know, that is the mindset of adventurers like yourselves should have.
Don't trust a fucking living soul. I like where this is going.
So how about this?
I did trust you all enough for you to have Walter stab me in the shadow, which really hurt.
So how about this? How about we earn your trust?
I'm listening.
We will slay Hagenti. However, we're not doing it just by ourselves. Hagenti is a very powerful being. It could benefit you all as well to have the experience of killing him.
Can't wait to do that again.
So, we will assist you into slaying this demon. However, it is going to take some time. And Hagenti, well, obviously being Hagenti, doesn't really know what's happening. And we just don't want to immediately bring him out and kill him. No, that's not fun. No, slaying a being for experience in a fight is beyond our morals.
Oh, it's good to hear there's some form of a line.
Rusty Jacob, no comment?
I'm just smiling.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't hear.
I said slaying a low class being is way beyond our morals.
Yeah.
Just sitting here smiling.
The fact that you consider this a low class being
Makes me wonder what you consider us.
Oh, do we have a story for you?
There's a lot of
makes
stories.
me wonder what they
tell.
consider a high class being.
Oh,
You don't want to know some of the things we fought.
Oh, a high class being would be along the lines, I don't know, maybe Bahamut would probably be a much bigger threat. But it's Bahamut. There's no way. Anyway.
Bahamut?
Anyway, we will assist you in killing Hagenti. On one condition, though. We want to see exactly. We want to see exactly the potential of Hagenti. If that's all right with you.
how do you propose that you witness his full potential?
I let him go. I let him go, and he goes ahead and runs away with his tail between his legs back into the abyss.
Are you sure he's just gonna go to the abyss?
Oh, I'll make sure of it.
What would that do to Alicia?
Well, to be completely honest, I'm not entirely sure. Yamari? Oh, don't look at me, ma'am. I don't know.
Confidence is overflowing.
I don't know the terms of the contract.
That's got it.
Neither do I. And
None
I'm
of
the
us
one
do.
living with it.
Is there a way to find the terms of contract?
We talked to the demon.
Well, I
Well-
could. You all said you trust. You all said you want to trust me, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Give me a minute. Alrighty. Go ahead and make me a will save as Dave does a 51 beat your CMD.
Oh, yes.
Alright, cool. So everybody go ahead and make
Like, twice over.
Yeah, so everybody go ahead and make me that will save real fast.
Is this a fear effect?
Yes.
Do I also have
Okay,
to
I
do
got a
that?
+2.
I like to point out I've only rolled a 5 today. Like every single one of my rolls has been a 5.
Alright, William, you fail.
Yeah, no shocker.
Opal fails.
Mine is a 27.
That way, Morgan.
So that means I fail.
Opal fails. Morgan, you fail. Noctis, you fail. Squish, you fail. Elysia, you fail by 1.
Oh, is this is this against an effect with the evil descriptor?
Duh.
Then I get a +2 to it.
Then you pass.
I
Everybody,
failed by 3.
everybody is considered shaken as Hino transforms and she grabs you by the neck and you are in the air.
Well, shit.
I just
This
kind of
is
look
fun.
down and I say, under normal circumstances, I would say harder.
Where's Ezekiel when you need him?
Oh, God! Like there's the summoning ritual for Ezekiel.
That is definitely the summoning ritual for Ezekiel. The only summoning word that's missing is daddy.
I have a +10 to my sense motive. I'm not making that.
So you could hear Hino's voice dip down a little bit as you could see some of her demon side come out. And you could hear her call out to Higenti and say, "Oh, come on now, Higenti, don't hide from me. I know you're there. I know you're fully capable of coming out. At least enough to me to talk." Dave, give me a will save. This is now versus Higenti.
Crit fail.
Alright, never mind. Pog. Love to see that,
That is the
chat.
perfect time to fail.
Yep, that is a perfect time. Love to see that. Alright, so yeah, everybody who can see Alicia, you can see her eyes just roll into the back of her head. Her eyelids just like fold over and her eyes turn pitch black. You know, normal possession shit.
Yep.
Alicia just looks down at Hino and, well, now Higenti just gives Hino a smile and says, "Oh, great, I get to deal with you now." Yeah, how's it been?
Matt just pulls out a bottle. and
How's
starts
it-
drinking?
How's it been? You and I haven't really met, have we? Considering that, well, you technically didn't even exist in the other world. You were good friends with Floros, weren't you? Poor bastard. He was a really, really good meal. Yeah, who knew that grilled lizard tail was so good?
Morgan raises her hand.
Well, damn.
Squish raises his hand.
Wait, what did you say was so good?
Grilled lizard tail.
Oh,
One
William does not
demon
raise
lord.
his hand.
One of the demon lords they killed, I'm assuming, was a lizard folk thing.
Yeah. Floros, the
Yeah.
demon lord of fire, was a lizard. A legitimate lizard. Look him up.
Oh.
It's like, oh, Floros. Oh, that doesn't surprise me. He was a little bit of a cocksucker anyway. Oh. You've been stuck inside this poor woman's body for so long. Perhaps you would like freedom at some point in time. More than anything you would imagine. However, she was quite the siphon. More fear in her body and around these idiots as well. You can very much imagine how much I've been feasting off of it. So you're strong then? Probably not as strong enough to deal with me. I'm offering you a deal, Hagenti. I want you to tell me exactly the terms of this woman's contract that her parents made with you, if I assume. The contract between Wingwright's parents and I have is to save this pitiful being. However, the terms of the contract would greatly punish her, more than ever. Seeing as if her father betrayed the heavens. Oh, her blood that she received of her father would be completely nullified. She would be sent down back to her primal state as a lowly human. What would she do then? Without her ASMR legacy? She would just be a simple toolsmith. You very underestimate people. You've been traveling with them for how long now?
I've been here for a little more than a year.
About a year and a half or so. I'm going to rip you out of her. And I want you to go ahead and immediately plane shift off this plane. If I find out that you won't, I will kill you on the spot. Go ahead and recede back into the abyss. Gather up whatever little army that you want. I'm not afraid of you. You may be the Demon Lord of Fear, but as you can see, I have you wetting yourself. You can see Alicia's eyes just roll back again and come back to normal. Huh. Coward. And Hino puts you down. And she's gonna go back to her human state. Well, Miss Alicia, there's your terms of your contract.
Did I even hear any of that?
No. Well, Miss Alicia, there's the terms of your contract. Your parents basically sacrificed themselves for a demon lord to gain access to the material plane to learn of the knowledge of the world. However, feasting upon the fears of you and the rest of your party has gained enough strength in order to basically take away your Asimar legacy. You will be turned into a regular human if I were to rip Hagenti out of you.
Uh-huh. Well, that's troublesome. Wait, like being an ass.
She turns around and goes back to her throne, and she sits down and says, I am a generous person, Miss Swingwright, and unlike Ezekiel, I ask for consent. So, if this is something that you want me to do, just say the word. I'll have Yamari open up a portal to the abyss, and he'll just run away. I know he won't do anything.
And if I just kind of let him be?
He gets stronger. It's either that, it's either that or he forces himself out of you on his own. Either way, he's coming out. Depends on when you want to deal with it. Now, so that way you could cope with it and retrain yourself, or later when the time is needed.
Suppose there is another option.
Visible confusion.
Just have Ratrinos and Onaji make me another bracelet. This time, don't break it.
His strength will still gather.
Enough to break the seal?
The potential of demon lords is very interesting. I'm still getting used to my powers.
So, like, out of game mechanics wise,
Your race will be changed to human. Just like how Noctis went through the change of being a drow to an elf.
right?
I've had this written on your character sheet since day one.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Your character's backstory was the one thing that I had to take the longest concern into. I was like, all right, you're gonna release a demon lord into this world. There's gonna be a major punishment on top of having a demon lord in the fucking world.
Join the human gang. Da, 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 da.
There's a lot of things that would
Fuck with that. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Retraining exists. And it's one measly demon lord. What's the worst that can happen?
Do you want us to answer that?
Looks cautiously over at Hino.
She's not the worst thing that could happen. If anything, she's the best possible outcome.
To be honest, like Eve will say, to be honest, there's one person that I would rather wish be dead than become a demon lord.
Is it Ezekiel?
We shall not speak of this.
We shall not
We're
speak
not
of
talking
his
about him.
name. We
Like,
shall not speak of thy name.
like doing that. Get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of my racial traits and all the time I spent investing into getting angel wings.
We can just graft some new ones onto you. It's an option.
Now, Dave, I want you to remember this. I want you to remember this. Originally, I pictured your character being born as a human. However, because your father was of the Aasimar ancestry, you were blessed with his Aasimar blood. But since he betrayed the heavens, unfortunately, you're getting punished for it because of your father's decisions. What this is opening up, if you become a human, it could be temporary. You still could have Aasimar blood in you.
How do you restart Aasimar? We've just started throwing holy water on Dave.
I mean,
You guys have access to planar travel.
I could literally just go to the heavens and atone.
You can go to
I'm
Mount
pretty
Celestia and atone for.
pretty sure some of us wouldn't be allowed there.
You.
Specifically, you.
Well,
Specifically me.
At least half the party will be able to go with you.
What, not
Yeah.
chaotic neutral?
I'm meaning Squish, Opal, because
And William.
they're like the only good ones here.
Do you have to be good? Because I'm neutral.
He's also a lawful.
I am a lawful.
You
I think it would
might
be
be able to get
close
in.
and-
You
I
might be
I
able to
could-
get in.
I
enough
could
to
get
visit.
in on good behavior.
I think it'd be close enough to visit. But yeah.
Probably not to walk the mountain.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't planning on walking any mountain.
I am specifically forbidden just because of my race.
That is exactly correct. Yeah, tieflings are not allowed on Mount Celestia.
Yep.
Really
Racist
kind of fucked up
bastards.
when you think about it.
Racist.
It's worse than the drow with the elves. Like, that level of messed up.
Oof.
That means I would be killed on sight.
Most likely.
Yeah. Celestia is not
Oh.
Celestia is not a place to fuck around with.
Oh,
Nope. No, it is
speaking of Mount Celestia.
Yeah, we're not allowed there either.
Yeah, we regret nothing because we got literally permabanned.
Hey, absolutely nothing happened. They can't prove anything.
I need to hear this story after this.
Later.
Later. Story for
That's
That's
another
why I
time.
said after this.
I mean,
So this is just basically me saying, okay, could be just a temporary thing. You can become an ASMR again. You would just unfortunately have to go to the heavens and, atone.
right.
This is opening up your path to the light side of your story.
Right. Good point.
Like, I'm throwing you a bone here.
Or we're going to evil Elysia.
And Dave,
Yeah,
I never do this for you.
That is true.
That's true. Dave gets the least amount of passes compared to the rest of us.
Considering what he does, it's understandable.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. It's all his own fault, but
Well, that's because I power game like a motherfucker.
I know. Welcome to
fault
the
is
greatest
that?
nerf that I'm going to temporarily give you.
You know what? I've been wanting to go down the good side anyways. I want to be seen as an actual protector, and besides, she still has a thing for Opal, and there's no way in hell Opal would like anyone who's actually just straight evil.
I mean, Noctis legitimately became a regular magic user than a necromancer for Opal.
Yeah,
Technically.
unfortunately, I've never been able to go to the good side because of this thing.
Well, technically, as Jomini was saying. Jomini?
Oh no, I was just saying technically William is right.
Oh, alright, never mind.
Yeah. Sure.
Alright. I wish
Right
I had
ahead.
I wish I had a better visual for this, but basically the best way I could describe this thing is
It's like a soul being pulled out of me.
yeah, that's pretty much how this is. So like, and Yumari, you're gonna be here. Yumari is going to open up a little portal right here. Whoop 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 whoop.
Morgan just takes a step back.
William's gonna stand in front of Opal.
And
Squish
yeah.
is gonna get closer to the portal.
Yumari is going to go ahead and open up her ribbons, start using several arcane spells. She's going to pull out her spell book, use a few of her mythic points as well to cast a couple more spells. Hino's going to reach out with her left hand and basically rip Hagente's soul out of Elysia and shove it into the portal. Like I said, I really wish I had a better visual for this.
I mean, I would expect literally nothing less than that, actually.
Okay, but yeah, it's a whole bunch of high tier complicated magic spells, and like the presence of a second demon lord.
It's one of those scenes in an anime that they don't animate with the really cool thing that's happening, and it's just pans over to the party, standing still with a bunch of flashing lights, making comments.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Effectively, yeah.
It was low budget anime.
So.
Man, oh god, whoa! Can you believe they did? Oh my god!
Say what?
So yeah, that's basically what happens. Hagenti gets
This turned
yeeted.
into a porno.
Hagenti gets yeeted into the abyss, and that's basically it. So yeah, congratulations, Alicia. Yamari basically tells you, so you're not going to feel the side effects immediately. Probably the most excruciating thing is going to be your wings falling off, but you know, I can ask Medell to come up with a sedative for that.
Unless I think I would rather feel the pain.
You're just as bad as Eve. Okay.
Medell, or Umari, sorry.
I regret nothing.
Over the countless battles that we have been through, I have survived without a scratch on almost every single one of them. I don't get to feel pain much.
Oh, this is gonna be entertaining.
Actually, the most amount of pain I have ever experienced in the last year was Walter stabbing my shadow with a sword.
Don't talk to Ezekiel.
He's gonna stab you with a different sword. It was too easy of a setup.
I was gonna say it, but you beat me to it, Matt.
I don't swing that way.
I don't think he
You
would
will
care.
find a way.
Whatever floats your goat, Alicia.
With this group, are you really surprised?
Not in the slightest.
So.
I don't see any swinging.
A different kind of swinging. Squish, you're still adorable.
Oh, you'll see a bunch of swinging with Ezekiel.
The size of 2 mountains escape Williams.
Give Macy a windmill.
Windmill? Huh?
Squish, I'll explain when you're older.
You ever seen a
Wait.
frost dragon?
What is going on? I'm just confused. I have so many questions, and no one's answering.
It's probably best you don't know. But if you're really that curious, there is the celebration tonight.
Well, Squish is attending anyways.
He sits back down and she says, "Feel free. Just spend some time at Furries. Get to know the place. There's a bunch of different districts in the market that are open. We have several inns and taverns open. Feel free to stay."
It's definitely better than last time we were here. We drove a carriage right through town into the main hall of the castle while being shot at with bows and guns.
Oh, that was you guys?
Yeah.
Yes, that was us.
It was a wild ride.
Was my cart too.
We still have the cart.
Well, it's a different cart now.
With, like,
I might have
12
thrown a few of those.
It's been repaired a couple of times, repainted. Beautifully, I might have.
Oh, wait,
The miscarriage. Oh God, no!
I regret nothing naming it that.
I fucking hate you guys.
What?
Forgot about
Wandering
that.
Deep?
No, the miscarriage was the
miscarriage.
The original name of the cart.
No. By the time we got here, it was just the carriage. Because
Yeah.
I quickly fixed it while we were getting
The
Opal
name was changed when we picked up Opal.
to the carriage.
Add in here temporarily human.
It was the best thing because William's like, it's just this beautiful calligraphy the and then carriage.
Yeah,
In
the
Comic Sans.
carriage.
Oh. By the way, you have an idea why it turned my hair black?
You're back to being blonde.
Am I back to being blonde now?
It'll happen as time moves on. The side effects will start taking place. Dave, I'll give you a separate character sheet so that way you can keep track of Alicia's human stats.
Okay. I mean, they don't change, like, at all.
I know. I just don't want you making, like, drastic changes to your actual character sheet.
Like, let me see. Where did I...
We'll take care of that later.
So there's a celebration going on.
I kind of want to go around and check out the shops. I'd rather not get involved with anything that this Ezekiel person would want to get.
Yeah, I feel you on that one, Opal. But you all go ahead. I have apparently a little business to deal with Hino before we depart.
If I may, Yamari, may I speak to you?
Of course. All right, so
Points at my bracers.
these two are gonna go off.
Squish is going to march out looking for Ezekiel.
Here. Somebody should go with him.
Follow.
Nope.
Follow the crowds.
Not Noctis.
Follow the crowds down into the pit. It'll take you right there.
I gotta talk to he. I mean, I could definitely catch up to Squish.
You won't miss him, trust me.
It's impossible
He
to miss
is
him.
hard to miss.
I don't
William,
think...
why don't you go with him? I think Meopal and Noctis are going to go patrol around the
I gotta talk to Hino.
I don't think you're going to catch up to Squish.
Oh, motherfucker.
He just teleported, didn't he?
No, Sunstride.
Sunstride.
How much movement is that?
I just sigh and I say, I'll go keep him out of trouble.
Because I got 90 basic, bitch.
Max,
You know what? No, let him get into as much trouble as he wants.
Max, remember you're married with children.
Don't worry. There's a
Yes.
reason why I'm going.
Fair enough.
Fair
Cody,
enough.
you're
but
level
remember what
12.
happened last time.
Yeah. It's 80 feet, but you don't know which direction I went.
That's absolutely true.
So, Alicia, where are you going now?
I'm gonna go with Opal.
Alright, fair enough. You guys are going off to the markets.
I'm also going up to the markets.
Alright. Oh boy, we get to have this conversation now.
Yay.
Eve, you're free to go ahead and go torture your husband more.
Will do. And walks away. I shall
The
see you guys later.
satisfaction in that voice.
Pulls out the whip.
It, like, pulls out a chain. Yeah, I shall see you guys later.
I swear to God, that pair is like throwing a sausage into a hallway.
Oh, you have no idea. It makes me sort of glad that Max and Arabella are the normal ones around here. Alright, I need to go check and make sure that, I have this token.
Woo.
I just want to say, this is all your guys' fault.
You think
You were
we
all
know?
cryptic. You were all cryptic as hell. Squish has no idea what's going on.
We know, and that's the way we wanted to keep it.
Oh.
Well, curiosity is about to kill the cat.
The satisfaction will bring it
Satisfaction
back.
brings it back.
Well, we'll find out.
I don't like where this is going.
Trust me, Cody. If you actually encounter Ezekiel and things go the way that they could, satisfaction will be involved.
But it probably
The question
won't
is
be
for you.
Sacre bleu.
I'm screaming inside. Alright, I think the better option would be to go to my DM channel and just keep scrolling until I find the fucking image. Because I know it's here.
Yeah, fair enough.
I guess I could get a little bit of the dialogue out of the way. So, Mr. Glickman.
Mm-hmm.
to my understanding, we happened to learn a couple of things after Eve happened to stop by your monastery.
Oh, she went up to Takamari. Wasn't aware that wasn't aware of that. Well, what'd she learn?
Well,
Learn about
seeing as if it was a monk monastery, of course she would be curious as to the different teachings of styles and such here on Avalon. And we spoke with your master, and who spoke very highly of you.
Oh, I thank you kindly.
Well, we happened to learn a couple of things about you.
The old man does not keep his mouth shut sometime.
Well, he spoke so highly of you and how you basically started from nothing.
Oh, yeah, he did find me on a beach.
And, well, rose to the amount of strength and power that you have now.
Yep.
So, the thing about it is, Mr. Glickman, I'll be completely honest with you. The Nine have spent some time analyzing the Wanderers. We spent time analyzing each and every one of you. Your skills, your talents, what you're good at, and what you can do in a fight.
Given an organization like yours, information is key from what I understand.
That is correct. So you understand our morals. We didn't mean anything against you.
I may be as strong as a rock, but I ain't dumb as them.
So, we happened to learn that you were brought up as a slave.
Oh yeah. Lovely years.
I'm very certain you're lying.
Absolutely I am. Still
Well,
got the mark to prove it.
You see, this is the point in which our barriers, where our understandings of each other are going to come to a slight junction where it's not going to be good. You should see, Mr. Glickman, back in our old world, the Nighttail organization, we needed specific individuals. And unfortunately, we didn't really know how to recruit said individuals. It was actually by Arabella's word that she was saying, perhaps we should do a little bit better, and suggested that we could seek upon the less fortunate. I mistook that for something completely different.
Oh, good old misunderstood.
She was probably talking about, some people who can use a home or some food and such. I took that as slave trading.
You watch as his face visibly gets a little distressed. Go on.
So, I wanted to speak with you, Mr. Glickman, because I feel like it would be much harder for our organization to understand you and for you to understand us.
Without airing a wee bit of the dirty laundry beforehand.
Of course. And that little bit of dirty laundry would be of the slave market. As you've seen throughout my heads, I have acquired several slaves in the past. And as you can see, especially with Yumari and such, they turned out very well. And, unfortunately, our sixth layer, who Yumari actually leads, is of course our slave trading layer, where we purchase slaves and we raise them.
So you basically, if my understanding is correct, you take them out of the system and give them a better system to live in.
We see it as a debt, per se.
And I've thought long and hard how I was going to explain this to you. Because I have. And this is how it basically goes. We show up with our money to the traders, and we say, okay, we want this specific amount of people with these talents. If you have them, great. If not, what do you have? They give us what we want. We go look at them. We take what we want. We pay them. We bring them back. We sit them all in a little room. And we say, all right, look. Congratulations. You are now all members of the Nine-Tail organization. You will be fed. You will be clothed. You will have rights. However, you will be working for us to pay off your debts. Afterwards, you do what you want. And
But it sounds like freedom's an option, at least.
that is true. However, unfortunately, because of... She, gestures towards herself. We've discerned that there was a 100% return of most of them.
I mean, can you blame them? You took them from the other depths of wherever they came from and gave them hot meals and a nice place to lay their head. Why on earth would they give that up?
It's also perhaps that they sort of fear Her Majesty, considering once they find out who she is, the leader of the Nine, and, well, a demon lord, perhaps.
That's true.
Not many people take that knowledge very well.
I don't think anyone can take that sitting down.
So, Mr. Glickman, we take care of our people. As you can see, we want nothing but the best for our people. And that goes with everybody that we acquire through these questionable means. Granted, yes, there's still questionable means, and it is a morally gray area in which we are. But, in our eyes, we see that it is right. For which, we wanted to come up with a way that we can have you trust us. So, what we did was we made the traders of Avalon a deal. And you might be familiar with these traders yourself. I believe the Sun something.
It's Solar Sanctum.
The Solar Sanctum?
Servants, Solar Servants.
Yeah, the Solar Servants. You probably would be familiar with them. The Solar Servants.
His face just gets very angry. Yeah, I know of them.
Well, the Nine-Tail organization has basically bought out the Solar Servants. We have all of their contacts, we have all of their people. We technically control the slave network now.
Oh, ain't that charming.
So, we wanted to come up with make a proper deal, specifically with you, Mr. Glickman.
I don't know what I could have to offer you in a deal.
We just want your opinion, per se. Coming from how harshly they treated you, you would probably understand, well, how they treat their slaves, and more specifically, how we can better it.
Well, for starts off, they shouldn't be abducting kids from beds in the middle of the night from their parents.
Well, luckily we don't do that.
And then I specifically worked 12 years of hard labor underneath a sun with little to eat, little to drink, lashed for almost every stumble I took. Almost worked out most of those scars, covered them up with tattoos. Only reason I escaped is because a damn storm sunk the ship and I washed up on a shore. I didn't even know how to swim. I held onto a piece of wood. I lived in torment and toil for all those years. That built the resilience and the willpower that I had that my masters told you about. Because if I didn't learn how to survive then, I was not going to survive now. They treated us like we were less than the dirt we worked in. That's my honest opinion.
Walter, I'm beginning to believe that our concept of slavery and other people's concept of slavery is quite different.
If you were to put a term behind your form of slavery, it would be something a bit more akin to indentured servitude. Basically, you buy the person, they can work off their debt, and if they want to stay with you, they will, and if they want to go on their own free volition, they can.
Oh, reminds me of Mr. Barrington, ma'am. Quite. Well, very well then. That's good to know, Mr. Glickman, because I can already guarantee you that we're doing a much better job than the Solar Servants.
That's good to hear.
However, I can't come to a decision about something.
This is where I come in, don't it?
Well, perhaps. She flicks her wrist and up-ups her little crystal thing. She turns it around a little bit and pokes one of the sides, and a small portal opens up like above you guys. And then down falls a specific man that you really, really wish you didn't see again.
A face of rage comes across William's general stone cold expression that has never been seen, except for events where someone's almost died.
Yeah. Well, at the current moment, he doesn't look like how his token looks. I just want to enlarge it so the rest of the crew can see it.
He doesn't look like a Mongol warrior?
No, he is in rags and he's in shackles himself.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that hellscape that I put you in. So, as I was saying, perhaps you remember this face. And he just turns around and snarls at you and be like, "Ugh, Glickman. My most prized possessions, per se."
Yeah. Who would have guessed that you stole the son of one of the strongest hunters in all of Vortica?
And that's why you fetched me such amazing price.
Oh, I'm charmed to hear I was worth so much at a young age.
Yeah, how does that money look now that you're sitting in here like a dog? Yeah, your deals are pity. You're not a deal maker or a businesswoman. You're a thief. Well, in case if you haven't realized who my mother is yet, you would probably understand where I get it from. So, what I'm trying to decide to do, Mr. Glickman, is what I'm going to do with this scum of the earth.
Well, the only thing I can think of that would be worse than death is something akin to what we did to Noctis's mother.
So you wish
to the lowest reaches of your minds, make him work until he dies, bring him back and make him work again until the day is done that he's finished his job. Then you throw him out in the middle of the ocean if he can get back to land.
Well, I know specifically Eve can definitely feed him to a kraken if that's necessary.
No. If he survives, he deserves it.
Very well. How long do you say his punishment should be?
12 years. My bad. 12 years, 5 months, 13 days. I counted.
Very well. I'll be honest, Mr. Glickman. You are a very, very patient person, I would say.
Well, when you get taught by a man on top of a mountain to be as indifferent as a stone wall guarding a castle, you tend to learn to be able to deal with things as they come and be patient. Also, you've seen the people I travel.
Understandable. Just I always compare what I see in your party with, especially with what we were dealing with. When I first met my captives, I slaughtered them all. Not a single hesitation. All of them were dead before my feet.
I guess that's where you and I differ, you know. I value life very much. I don't like to snuff it out unless I absolutely have to.
Perhaps. Very well, Walter, you could take this scum down to the mines. Put him right next to the Queen. That ought to be fun. Let's see how that interaction goes, considering that most of the people that we obtained were from her country. Of course, sir.
Have fun, boss. I appreciate it.
I seek closure, Mr. Glickman. In a lot of ways. Not only just simply in our endeavors. But we see all of this as a business.
Well, I can't say you've done wrong by anybody, and William's gonna walk up a little bit and extend his hand. You've done right by us for the most part. If not all the parts.
Well, she stands up and she shakes your hand. I'm glad that we were able to come to terms then.
I may not agree with what y'all do, but it's definitely a lot better than what he did. But there's a difference between there's a very staunch difference between those two systems, and one is freedom.
Well, any other point in time that you happen to come across somebody like him, you let me know. I'm not entirely sure if he's withholding any information regarding the slave network.
Oh, trust me, I won't be too lenient next time I run into someone from there. I'll have Morgan near me.
Trust me when I say the next time. But trust me when I say. One of our goals is to completely abolish the rest of the organizations for slave trading here on Avalon.
Oh, I thoroughly appreciate that, because no kid should be stolen from their bed and then wonder for the rest of their life if they still have a family there, only to find out from the throne room of a mad queen from a guard that I got a famous last name.
Well, it makes me happy that I'm able to bring this closure for you, Mr. Glickman.
I thoroughly appreciate it. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go find something very big, made of stone, and punch it.
Well, there's plenty around here for that.
Thank you
Visit our markets as well. I'm sure that there's
of
something
course.
that you could use.
We came into a nice bit of change thanks to you and Noctis' sister, so trust me when I say your commerce is about to be flooded with a bit of an influx.
They couldn't be happier. Good day, Mr. Glickman.
He's just gonna saunter his way out.
Alrighty, Brady, what are you asking Umari?
Specifically, better bracers and a better ring.
Better bracers and a better ring. Bracers of armor and a ring of protection, I'm guessing?
Yes.
I don't remember the prices for each of them.
What do you have, +4 right now?
I have +4 on both of them.
Okay, so +5 would be 25,000 gold pieces.
Well, Yamari can craft that for half of it, so she'll just tell you 35k.
I have 164,000 gold and platinum right now.
All right.
Oh, you could do if Yamari could, you could do probably +7 or 6 or something. Cause
They go up by 2s.
Okay. Well, actually, well, +8, 64,000, and so half of that would be 32.
Well, Yamari says that she could do the ring for 35k. You said the bracers of armor?
Oh, this is why I was talking about the bracers, not the ring.
The braces of armor standard price are 164,000. Half that would be 82,000.
Fortunately, she does kind of have to make money off of this. So she's going to look at you and say, for the ring, it's going to be, well, what I said, 35. What did I say, 35k?
You said 35,000.
Yeah, 35k. And for the bracers, it's not 164,000. It's just 64,000. She can give you she could give you it at a discount for 59,000.
So it's what? 94,000? I could do that.
All right. She will let you know in less than a week time.
Okay. So I could just subtract it from your gold. No, I can't.
Go over to the 6 and the 4. Get rid of the 164. It's what, 96,000? So that's... Let me do some math real quick.
Let's see. Oop, actually, I gotta make these rolls. Shit.
We gotta
Okay, I got it.
money to spend.
Yeah, just a little bit.
There you go.
All right.
Should have... See here.
I pulled up the calculator and I did it. You're good.
Okay, I should have 702 platinum left.
Spellcraft.
Oh, I did 96. My bad. How much? 702?
702.
Alright, easy. She will have those delivered to you in 6 days.
Oh wow, perfect.
Mythic crafting.
Note to self, need to ask Yamari for the same damn things. Do it on a separate note, though. William's funny.
Cody, would you mind changing them for me?
Changing what? The cash?
No, my ring and my braces.
It's +6, right?
Alright.
+5.
So.
Ring only goes up to +5.
So rings +5, and you got the braces up to what?
Braces of armor.
Did you get them up to 8?
Yeah.
Did I get them up to 8?
That was the maximum.
Go over to the AC, Cody. Put that as an 8. And put the one below it as a 5.
Yes, chat, I know I'm making it harder for me to hit him, I'm aware.
Scroll over to my main page real quick, Cody.
I need to look at this myself.
41.
That's what it was before.
They're changed.
Did you change the type to miscellaneous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are dodge bonuses. Max natural. Yeah, that's right.
That's right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If we change this to...
They're miscellaneous, because they're not armor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still make
I
it
lose
true.
my dex bonus. I lose my monk bonus if I wear armor.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah,
But
41
you're
right.
saying it was the same. Okay.
All right, so the rest of you are out, exploring the main town of Firis. I had a thing in here that I was looking for. Where the fuck is it now?
All I know is that William walked down into the mine and started punching big rocks.
There it is. So you guys are walking around throughout the towns of Firis. It's pretty crowded. There's a bunch of there's hundreds of people walking around, different shops and such. And a lot of people are like gallivanting towards this pit that's in the middle of the city, which of course is the organization's main headquarters.
Still where William went.
Yeah, but he went lower, past the celebrations, into the parts where the rest of the people are digging away. William, you're down there, and you happen to notice that there's really not a lot of people down here.
I am shocked by that fact.
You're surrounded by robots.
I am absolutely shocked by that fact.
Yeah, you are surrounded by a lot of autonomous creatures.
You know what?
You've seen two of them before, or two autonomous creatures before.
That makes William a little happy.
One of them is currently on Alicia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just start punching rocks. The guards are just looking at you like, sir, are you okay?
I'm fine. Just have some anger to let out.
Very well. Hey.
You got fighting pits for that?
Not yet.
Not yet.
All right, and suddenly you guys hear a bunch of music going off. A lot of people are gathering around the pits and trying to get down into it. Squish, you and Max are in the middle of this. And
is Squish? Because Squish should be jumping.
Well, all right, yeah. So you're jumping around trying to see what the hell's going on in here. You're making your way down the ramp with Max, and you make your way into the second layer of the 9. And then you hear the music is so much louder. Fortunately, you can't see because you're so damn short.
You're staring at all asses.
I get a lot of crotch and ass. That's it.
The occasional dick in the face.
Hold on. There's one more thing I have to.
After Yamari walks away to make this stuff, I just teleport to the edge of the pit.
I'm definitely gonna need to talk to Yamari once your shit's done and just be like, hey, same thing Morgan got.
Just make it better.
Rusty, chat.
Yep.
The thing is, I don't mind it be more pricey because I gotta buy the bracers outright. Not just upgrading some.
Yep.
Alright. And at this moment here, seeing Squid, as he's jumping up and down, I pick him up so you can see.
Oh, thank you.
Let a kid on at a carnival.
So Squish, you get your first view of everything. This is what the entirety of the second layer looks like. Just one.
Insert the song "Tits and Ass" from Chorus Line.
So, you guys, Squish, you get to see this wonderful layer of the Nine. You could hear the music blaring in your ears when Ezekiel just appears out of a quick puff of smoke, and he raises his hands and oh fuck, where did I just see that then? He raises his hands and then like telekinetically is it telepathy? Yeah, telepathically, you could hear his voice in your head that says, "What's up, bitches and bros and you non-binary hoes? Who's ready to party?"
You were waiting on that line for a while.
Oh, you bet your ass
He
I
was.
After the goddamn conversation me and John just had.
Oh, he sent me that, what, 3-4 days ago?
Yep. And we're going to go ahead and call the session here so that way you guys can do shopping. And so Squish can go ahead and have some fun.
Oh no.
Oh, you could bet Morgan's going down there.
Rock punching with the robots. William like help bores like an entire tunnel by the time he's done letting out his anger.
Oh boy, Squish is gonna have a lot of fun.
Squish is gonna come out of there a new man.
What is a D&D? What is a TTRPG session that feels illegal but isn't? This one.
This one. Alright, so that is going to go ahead and end this week's session. Everybody at home, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And once again, next week we will continue with what the Wanderers are going to do, for they just released a Demon Lord who's been possessing Elysia for the longest of time.
He's in the abyss.
For now.
Yes, but now he has the ability to leave the abyss.
So we'll see. So we'll get to see where that leads us. It's going to be oh so fun as the next chapter of the Return to Avalon has begun. This is technically chapter 3 of the story.
Yep.
So, the rise of the Demon Lords will continue next week. Thank you for watching.